Hello, anonymous patrons of the interwebs. I'm ClearPearl.
I'm Spacey.
And I, to the shock of nobody, am tired and want to sleep.
Yeah,
but
me too.
But we're gonna hang in there because hopefully we'll be done level grinding today.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I know, but Wriggles here had the audacity to be a legendary, so...
I know. Takes a while.
We'll see.
It has the lucky egg, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I have that going for me anyway. I'm still fucking frustrated about the EXP shares showing up at the end of the goddamn game.
Yeah, right. Oh my god. Well...
Oh, not the EXP share. No, what was it?
It was the luck incense.
Luck incense, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you know how you've already beaten all the trainers and can't get any more money?
Yeah.
How about we double your zero? I can rebattle
Yeah.
some of them if I was in desperate need of money, but...
I don't think you're in desperate need of money.
No. I have the items I need to survive.
Right.
Since there's a Pokemon Center 3 feet away from me at any given time right now, so...
Yep.
I can just fucking heal whenever. Yeah, Wriggles. Go Wriggles. It's your birthday.
Yeah, people ready.
I don't know if you have a birthday, because you're an alien, but whatever.
Hey, aliens deserve birthdays too, it's
Yeah,
fine.
but they have like a weird like lunar year or whatever. Like a year isn't a year if, you know,
Right.
outside of our perception of the planet's rotation or whatever, so.
Well, maybe they have a birthday that's like 472 and a half days.
No,
No.
Turns out Deoxys, this like ancient alien, is actually only like technically like 2 years old.
Yeah.
because he's from a planet that just takes forever to fucking go around the sun or whatever.
Right, exactly.
How old are you, ancient monster named Wriggles?
Oh, you know, it's circulated about twice.
Yeah, I think 2, if I've been keeping track.
Yeah. Gligar.
I like Gligar.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? Dead Glygars.
I don't know a single
Spacey.
person. I don't know a single person who could be possibly guilty of that.
I wonder who it could be that I'm referring to.
I don't know.
You did a great job. Like, I knew that like most of your Pokemon were gonna die because you told me ahead of time.
Yep.
But you did a great job of making them like good, like fun Pokemon that people like, and then BAM!
Bam! You're fucking gone forever.
Like, this is the fun like comic relief Pokemon. Dead.
Yeah, dead.
Like, oh, okay.
Never opening his eyes ever again.
Wow.
No
nuts.
warning. No fucking dying words. They're dead. Yeah, I've actually gotten compliments about that.
Yeah.
About how I handle death kind of painfully, like, realistically.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, yeah, they're there, and then suddenly they're just fucking dead.
They don't have, like, a fucking speech for you every time before they die, like...
Right.
Go to the Dagobah planet!
Yeah, like, sometimes they'll have an inner monologue or something, but...
Yeah.
I had the one with dying words, but she couldn't get the dying words out because she had a head injury.
Yeah.
I'm cruel.
Yeah,
I'm evil.
you're just a mean person.
I am
who
terrible.
revels in people's misery.
I found out that someone wants to design like a fan game where it's like Nuzlocke to the extreme.
Oh.
Where it's like permadeath is just a part of the game.
Like, it's not even an option, it's just like that's
yeah,
just
it's not an option,
Yeah.
it's just a part of the game.
I'm
And they
sure
want to
there's,
add
like,
all these... Yeah, they have like... And you can like make a Pokemon faint, and then there's a little tiny extra bar that's like super red, where if you hit them again, or if you get them past that line, then they're fucking dead.
Oh, it's like
you can kill other Pokemon.
That's like, Darkest Dungeon. In Darkest Dungeon, you know, your characters can perma-die, and then you have to get a new one. But
right,
the way that happens is that when they get knocked to like 0 HP or whatever, they hit death's door is what they call it. And then there's like then every time they get hit after that, there's a chance of them dying.
Right.
Yeah.
I know this sounds like a lot like a rogue version of Pokemon, like a rogue-like game version of Pokemon.
Maybe they're just like, let's make Darkest Dungeon, but with Pokemon.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much what it's pretty similar because.
Are you stuck only catching one in every route still? Or...
No, okay. No, you're not limited to that.
Because that would be really annoying.
But your currency is Pokeballs. There's no currency. There's no like money. It's set like earlier, like medieval-ish time.
Yeah.
So there's no like money, but it's all in Pokeballs. So I don't think he went into like how he would make that currency go up. I'm not sure.
Well, I assume you just like beat up trainers and they give you Pokeballs.
Yeah, I'm assuming. But,
you find them on the floor and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You beat up Pokemon, they spit up Pokeballs.
Right.
When you beat them out of their dead corpse.
Right. Like, you can't just go after a legendary willy-nilly. You kind of have to think about it. Like, do you want to use these Pokeballs?
Fighting this legendary is gonna cost a fucking fortune.
Yeah, exactly. And then, the roguelike part of it is that it would be, like your trainer, the trainer you play as would die if they like white out.
Oh yeah.
And you would play as a new trainer, but saving the Pokemon that were with the dead trainer are now in the wild, and you can like re-catch them.
Oh.
But rival trainers with reoccurring Pokemon, if you kill one of their Pokemon, they have a spot left in their inventory, and there's a chance that they can catch your old Pokemon. And then you might have to kill the Pokemon you had before.
Oof.
And then they were saying like they wanted to add like a campsite-esque mechanic where like Pokemon make bonds with each other.
Okay.
And if one of the Pokemon dies, then there's like a vengeance mode for the other Pokemon in the bond.
Just hyper mode.
Yeah, pretty much. Where like their stats get super boosted for a battle. Yeah. And then you can like give the dead Pokemon's like held item as a memento to the new Pokemon so that their stats are permanently like a little bit boosted. And I was like, yes, okay. It was funny because he introduced the
yes,
video.
I like this.
He introduced the video as like, imagine a Pokemon game, but we rip your fucking heart out. And I was like, I like this. I like the idea.
I'm ready for my heart to be ripped out, thank you.
I am ready for my heart to be ripped out. It's so funny because there is actually a game. I forget what the game is called. I think it's still a Kickstarter. I might have to look into it. But it's very similar to Pokemon.
Oh
in
yeah,
terms
isn't
of
it like there's like it's like the open world animal catching game or whatever?
Yeah,
like
the open world survival.
Like your Pokemon can, you're not your Pokemon, but your like creatures can die and
and they turn into like spirits or something.
I think that's still being developed.
Yeah, like it's not. I can't like add it to my wish list or anything. So like I always lose
it's not even early access yet.
It's like still in like a fucking Kickstarter phase or something. Or I think they did the Kickstarter, and I'm assuming that they got enough money because it looked like they were going to.
Speaking of Pokemon simulators on Kickstarter, apparently Temtem is gonna be done in early access. I think next year.
Oh yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, like I looked at the couple of updates that I saw on Steam, and I'm like, is this just like the rest of the game? Because I just feel like there's not much to it still.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have the game, so I don't mind streaming it again. But it's not like I have to pay for it.
I don't mind. Most of it is pretty good, but the fact that you can only fight like maybe one or two, like a fucking route, gets old real fast. I wish there was more variety each route.
I'd imagine that the variety is part of what's going to show up before like the game is fully released or whatever. Like, because I think when we played it, they had like fucking like maybe 50 Temtems in the entire like games programming or whatever at the time.
Yeah, there weren't a lot.
Yeah, and I think it was gonna get bumped to like 100 something before the before the full release, but it was definitely a fucking buzzkill when I was in that goddamn cave and every single fucking encounter was the same goddamn Temtem. And I'm like, this is worse than the Zubats. At least the Zubats have the decency to just fucking be a Geodude every once in a while.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like I was training in Temtem in that cave that we had just defeated.
Oh yeah.
Remember that cave? Do you remember that there was literally only one fucking, like...
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That
coyote-looking motherfucker.
Yes, that motherfucker, yeah. God, I hated that thing.
It was the only Pokemon I fought. Like, it's
a Temtem, not a Pokemon.
A Temtem. It was the only Temtem that was there. The only one. I just wish that I wish that it went a little more different from Pokemon. Like,
I know.
It was kind of like... they could have done little things, like you can have more or less than 6 Temtems in a party.
Or more than 4 moves or whatever, like...
Yeah, like the fact they picked 6 in a party and 4 moves each, I was like, come on. Like you could have picked different numbers.
Like, you have the freedom to break the formula a bit, so why didn't you? Like...
Yeah, that was my biggest disappointment,
like, basically,
honestly.
yeah, like with Temtem, it's like touting itself as like, oh, it's gonna be like Pokemon, but, you know, like better because it's indie or whatever, we can do things different. And then they didn't do anything different.
I know, yeah, that was the biggest disappointment. Yeah.
It's like, well, I could just play Pokemon because I have a higher budget, so...
But, yeah, I will still support games like Temtem just to raise the likability that Pokemon has literally any competition ever in its lifetime. Like, holy crap, there's no competition for Pokemon. I think they need competition.
We keep seeing competition spring up, and it just doesn't even.
And it's just not.
Close.
It doesn't match up. It doesn't.
Like
come close.
fucking. What's the newest one? The Yokai Watch, right? Like that's like from what I hear, that's basically like Pokemon, but.
I'm not sure how the gameplay is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like turn-based.
Oh. Well, okay. It's still like monster collecting.
Yeah.
And like Persona is like monster collecting turn-based RPG.
Yeah, Persona I think is probably like the closest, strangely enough.
Persona's just Persona is Pokemon for big boys and girls.
Yeah, it's one of those things I didn't think about at all playing the game, but like when you say it, it's
similar.
Like, it is pretty similar.
Yeah, like you got your type advantages, you got your monsters and your turn-based RPG, and like I mean like some of the monsters are pretty much just humans, but you also have little snowmen with giant grins on their faces.
Yeah.
Which I saw in the. Did you see the Persona 5 Strikers trailer? The one that they announced the other day, like the localization of it.
Oh, I did not see that. No.
Yeah. So there was a shot where one of the like horde enemies that are in like every Warriors game were the little Jack Frost dudes.
Oh my god.
So there was just like an army of these little snowmen dudes just running around.
Oh my god.
It was the greatest fucking thing.
I love it.
I was like, that alone makes me want this fucking game. I could just see a horde of fucking Jack Frosts.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll take me longer to 100% Persona 5 Strikers than it did Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity did not take any time whatsoever.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Mm-hmm. Because I actually looked, and I think it's either the first or second most played game on my Switch list is Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
It's like 200 hours or some shit.
Oh, wow.
And I still haven't done everything in that game.
Wow.
Age of Calamity, I've 100%ed, and it's at like 60 hours, I think.
Wow.
It's a very significant difference for pretty much the same game.
Yeah.
I mean, part of the reason is that Age of Calamity kind of, it did a few good things that like improved on the Warriors formula, like it made item gathering easier and more streamlined and whatever. Like, so like you're not wasting as much time doing boring parts of the game.
Right, yeah.
But like they also just kind of like removed a lot of the Like in the other Warriors games, like you had to beat specific enemies to like, you know, upgrade your characters or whatever.
Right.
Like, and that's still kind of the case in Age of Calamity, but you don't get anything unique from beating like other playable characters or whatever in combat. So like you just and so like the most unique items you get are from like the boss monsters, and even then like there's multiple different boss monsters that drop the same thing. So like so like I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because it does lower it does help the fucking like bogged down system of the past, like it improves it. But also, it just kind of loses some of that, like getting a specific item. Like, there's no like specific unique items or anything, and
right.
And so that's just, I think like it's a give and take. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not sure what's better.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, one of those things where it's kind of, they changed it because it's based on Breath of the Wild kind of situation.
Oh, the gameplay itself feels like Breath of the Wild. Like they have the
except like fucking steroids.
Oh yeah. like the combat, like they added the like fucking flurry attack from Breath of the Wild. Yep. And
the fucking cryogenic
like,
ice cube bullshit.
Yeah, you got the like the bombs and the
Sheikah Slate
freezing
things.
Shit or whatever. And, like, got the same powers, and like you can do the cool backflips that you can do in Zelda games. And like it's a really good mix of Warriors and Breath of the Wild specifically gameplay. And the game itself is very fun, but I have nothing left to do in it, so
yeah.
I'm done. I'm sure DLC will be released for it because it's a Warriors game and there's always DLC.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, like that's just pretty much a given.
Gotcha.
The previous Hyrule Warriors game had so much DLC, they released different DLC for different versions of the fucking game.
Because they can.
And then they released a third version of the game, which just had all the DLC from the other two versions of the game.
Of course. They gotta, yeah.
I don't know if that version had any extra DLC, but the Hyrule Warriors Deluxe or whatever. I was considering getting it, but not at full price.
No way.
I already have the game on Wii U.
You might never get it not full price because it's a Nintendo game.
I know, that's the thing. Like, if I see it used at GameStop or some shit, I don't know, but like...
Right. Might get a few bucks off.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Man, it's gonna be a while until I can get a used game from GameStop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going there fucking anytime
I don't want to go in there. Their stores are tiny.
Yeah, it's not worth a fucking.
Like
it's not worth braving the pandemic for a game I could just get online.
Exactly. Yeah, like I can't.
I haven't bought a physical copy since like last year.
I know. Well, okay, that's not true. I have ordered a couple of I will pre-order a game and have it mailed to my house.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times with like Story of Seasons games.
Yeah, I think the last one I did was Rune Factory 4. I had delivered to my doorstep.
Yep, I got Rune Factory 4. Not when it released, but I did order Rune Factory 4 and it got sent to my house. And then I got Story of Seasons Mineral Town. And then I ordered the upcoming one, the upcoming Story of Seasons.
Oh yeah.
I pre-ordered that one.
I saw you geeking out over it on Twitter.
It's cute. It's not like the most perfect game in terms of graphics, but
yeah, Rune Factory 5 though.
They've always had kind of a like weird,
kind of like
budget kind of thing. Where,
like...
Well, yeah, it's more that like their graphics tend to just not hold up. And I think with their whatever budget they have, I think they put so much into the actual gameplay and all the items and stuff.
That's fair.
That they sacrifice the graphics.
Yeah, I mean, graphics is never the biggest issue for me. It's just it's often a sign of a low budget game.
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing, but
yeah, like as I was looking,
there's
through
gonna
the
be
trailers,
some bugs and holes and shit.
Yeah, every time I look at a new trailer, I just really like the ideas behind it, so that's enough for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, this looks like it'll be a fun game.
Rune Factory 4 on the Switch looks like a 3DS game, and like, and it like like they say it's like, oh, it's like HD, like remaster or whatever, and it's like, no, it looks exactly like,
so it looks exactly
they stretched
the same,
the
but
screen out.
They fix the pixels so they doesn't get blurry. That's pretty much what they changed.
You know that setting on like the Game Boy Advance when you're playing Game Boy Color games, you could like,
and you just press like the R button.
Yeah, and it would like make the game like stretch to the sides or whatever. That's basically what it was on the Switch. They're like, HD remaster, like, is it though?
I actually need to look at if I could pre-order Rune Factory 5 yet.
Did they ever say what system it was gonna be on? Is it the Switch?
I mean, Switch probably.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know Harvest Moon games are sometimes on fucking PlayStation, so.
Yeah, they haven't been on a PlayStation in a long time, actually. Yeah, it's been a really long time, now that I think about it.
It's not like fucking Monster Hunter that just goes back and forth constantly just to annoy the fans.
I know, right?
So many people are so salty about Monster Hunter Rise being on the Switch. They're like, man, just go back to playing World. It's the same fucking game, just play World.
Yeah.
But the Switch one has a dog. And I mean, I'll admit, I want the fucking dog. But I also have a Switch, so...
Yeah, exactly. The last main series Harvest Moon game that was on a PlayStation system was Hero of Leaf Valley on the PSP in 2010.
Oh, wow, so it's been a decade. Okay.
Yeah. And then... They remade Back to Nature on the PSP again in 2007. This is all of North America, by the way.
Okay.
Japan was earlier.
And
then
typically, yes, yeah.
They did have a good number of PS2 games back in like early 2000s, like Save the Homeland. They made the Wonderful Life port that really was just bad because it didn't match. It didn't fit the PS2 like port at all. They just kind of. They picked it up from GameCube and put it in the PS2 and just expected it to work. And it's so laggy on the PS2. It's so, like, you run and you see your feet just, like, flying in the air slowly. Like, it's so bad. The lag is horrible.
Have you seen everybody complaining about Cyberpunk on last-gen consoles?
Oh, yeah, it's, like, unplayable.
Yeah, on the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
They're like, I saw, if you compare, I think, like, IGN reviewed, like, the PC version of the game and the PS4 version. And, like, I forget what they gave the PC or PS5 version, but like, literally the console version was, like, a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
And they were like, this game is unplayable.
Yeah. I like how it's still a 6 out of 10 if it's unplayable.
If you can get it to work, it's a great game.
Oh my god. Unbelievable.
It loses a lot of points, though, for not working.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people are, CD Projekts is actually, like, they will give refunds for people on last gen because it's not working.
Yeah, they were like, we tried, it didn't work out.
Yeah. But you'd think that's something they would freaking test out before sending out the game. Like, did they put it into a PS4 and be like, let's see if it works.
Well, it's because of all the delays and everything, they were probably being pressured into releasing it all at the same
they were.
That's
actually a huge controversy. A lot of people are not supporting the game because they crunched their employees so hard.
But, like, also just, like, to get everything to work on the fucking last-gen consoles probably would have taken more time, but it was time they did not have.
Right.
And they had to release it at the same time as the current-gen consoles.
Yeah.
Because you can't do it backwards. You can't do it, like, if you can do it the other way. You can release it last gen, then current gen, but you can't do it the other way because no one's gonna get the other one.
No.
So so they fucked up.
They did. They fucked up in a lot of ways.
Yeah. But on the plus side, you can pick your dick size in the game, so.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, it's all worth it.
Yeah, right. I don't even know how the actual game is. Oh, you got frozen.
Yep.
Lol.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's the problem with games that get overhyped. Every single game that gets overhyped will have some sort of problem because they release it in a rush because everyone's so hyped for it.
Yeah.
And then it's not ready.
I saw this great, you know, like the Simpsons meme where, like, the original one is Marge yelling at Lisa, like, Lisa, oh no, she goes, Bart, no, and Bart's like, what did I do? And she's like, oh, sorry, Force, I haven't.
Yeah, I saw the fucking Skyrim one.
Yeah, where it's just like, Todd, no, what did I do? Sorry, Force of Habit.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red, no.
Yeah. When I see this game come out, and I remember when No Man's Sky came out, not complete, because everyone had hyped it up so fucking hard.
Yep.
And Sony was like, you gotta release it, and they were not ready.
Mm-hmm.
And it took them years to recover from that.
Yep.
And they eventually did.
They did have a redemption story. They did have a redemption arc. That's what people call it.
It just took so long.
The No Man's Sky redemption arc.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, the game's good now, apparently.
I am glad that they got that redemption arc. I have not gotten around to playing it since I bought it, but
well, it's probably similar to, like, the Final Fantasy XIV redemption arc. Where they just, like, fair. It's like, nobody likes the game, so we'll just fucking start over.
Yep. They didn't blow up their world, at least.
They'd have to blow up the universe.
Yeah, yep. Oh, great. Here we go. So, okay, my day.
Oh, okay.
We're switching. My stomach's starting to, like, yell at me.
Oh.
Because I took a nap.
How dare you.
Before the stream.
Yeah.
And, I did not wake up in time to eat.
I can see why your stomach would be a little upset with you.
And my stomach has been really weird lately, where it's, like, not sure if it's hungry or not.
Yeah.
So it just growled at me, but I'm still not really hungry, so I guess I'm just gonna keep drinking Propel.
There's some sort of block in your brain between the stomach being like, hey, we don't have any food, and the brain being like, maybe I should drop some of those hormones in the brain, telling this stupid human to put some food in their stomach or whatever.
There's a glitch in the system somewhere. Yeah, my stomach's been bothering me too. I'm assuming it's stress related, because it usually is. I haven't had stomach problems in years, and when I was having stomach problems, that was when my anxiety was, like, high.
Yeah.
And I refused to acknowledge that it could have only been in my head, but it totally was only in my head. Well, not only in my head, but caused by something.
Well, I mean, like, it could be, like, a physical symptom of anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was a physical symptom of anxiety, but it was just my anxiety. It wasn't like I was dying from an ulcer or anything. It was my anxiety.
But of course, like, because it's anxiety, you're like, oh shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Which only heightens the fucking physical symptoms.
Exactly.
It's a fucking brutal circle.
Yeah, exactly. So, especially with stomach symptoms. That's actually one of the things they talk about when you... Like, I was, like, Googling possibilities of why my stomach is doing this.
Yeah.
And definitely one of them was, like, anxiety
have you considered just
worse.
Fucking chilling?
Yeah.
Just take a chill pill, take a nap.
Yeah, anxiety can start it, and then anxiety can make it worse. Because you're anxious about the constant pain. Yep. And then that makes it even worse, and it's just a huge cycle. It sucks.
It's like it's kind of like being stressed over homework. You know, like when you're in college and you're like, oh god, I have so much to do, but the stress is making it harder for me to do it. But now it's piling up, and now there's more stress, and oh god.
Oh god, oh no. Yeah.
Why am I like this?
Yeah, why am I like this? Definitely.
Somehow I got a degree. I don't know.
I don't know how I managed it. Oh my god. it's stupid because I was actually a really good student for like my junior year, and that's it. That was the only
when you weren't dying inside constantly.
Yeah, that was my healthy year.
Yeah, no, my grades improved significantly when I started taking actual film classes, and was like, oh, I like these.
Yeah. Junior year, I was taking a lot of fun classes. Like, I was taking more art classes, and I think I was taking an art class for like to fulfill one of the things I needed, just generally. And then after a while, I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I will like double major in this because I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then shit hit the fan, and that didn't work. But
let me double major, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't have enough spoons for that.
Yeah, it didn't really work out.
Whoops.
It also was the timing was really weird, because to double major, I would have had to take an extra semester, but I had to submit my final project during my senior year, my first semester of my senior year, which was like the second semester I was an art major. Like, I was not ready for that at all.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, yeah, you need to submit like a fucking project. Like, I've taken like 3 art classes. I can't do that.
I actually didn't really have. I didn't have anything like that.
Year.
Like, I didn't have any like senior thesis requirements or anything. It was literally just.
That is strange to me that you didn't have to like submit anything.
Yeah,
to, like,
I mean, like I know some of the production students they had to do like a final film project.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to do anything like that.
Weird.
I think it might have just been because they were in a high-level production class, and it wasn't really even a senior thing. It was just you're in this class, you're doing this project thing. I don't know.
You didn't have, like, any capstones or anything?
Nope. Just fucking graduate. Like, alright. Like, fucking get your GPA up so you can graduate, basically.
I had to do, like, a psychological research experiment to graduate, and, present it in person.
Ew.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you wanted to do that for a living or something, but
I know.
They're like, you should probably do that thing you want to do.
A lot of psychology students hated it because they wanted to be like therapists and stuff, and then but
like,
undergrad is
they're like, hold
research.
on, like I didn't sign up for all this science shit.
Yeah, like, I was really good at the science
I want to run
part.
a fucking experiment.
Yeah, I was really good at the writing part of the research.
Yeah.
The problem was that I suck at talking to people, so running an experiment was really hard.
Yeah.
So I left that to other people. But I did all the writing and the planning, what we had to do and everything.
Like,
and I was like, hey, could someone else in the group, you talk to people?
I'm honestly like, half of me feels like I should have had a capstone and just nobody told me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like, I got the degree, so.
Yeah.
So I guess it wasn't that important. I don't. Whatever it was.
You had an advisor, right? Every semester?
Yeah, I had to go at least once every semester, I think.
So, like, get your schedule and stuff.
Well, and, like, make sure that, you know, I had my shit together or whatever.
That you were going to graduate in time, yeah.
And, like, the hardest thing for me was getting my GPA up so I could go to LA my final semester.
Yep.
But, like, the closest thing to a capstone was just internships, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably better than a capstone.
Yeah, so. That's all. I mean, all I did was fucking do what I like doing all day, and then
it was like a fucking job. It wasn't preparing you for a job. It was the job.
Yeah, it was a job. Yeah.
Yeah,
but like the thing, unfortunately, the thing I like doing is stuff that they don't pay people to do.
Yeah,
you know? It's the shit that they make the interns do because they're working for free or whatever. Yep. So. But I did really like the job. I liked just reading scripts all day and giving my thoughts on them.
Yeah, that sounds really fucking fun. I would like.
Yeah, but like they don't pay you money for that.
Not usually, no. That's like step 0.5 of like 70.
I know, and it's just like.
No, it's true. I actually have been having a lot of trouble picking a career lately because I think about. What do I like doing?
That's actually like profitable.
I can handle, and that's profitable.
Yeah.
And the list is very small.
I've considered like going into editing, like not like not video editing, but like script editing.
Yeah, like copy editing and stuff like that.
Copy editing, yeah. But as you can tell from this conversation we just had, where I couldn't remember the word copy editing, I'm not exactly qualified.
You might need to develop a portfolio with it.
My portfolio right now is script coverage, basically, and like.
Oh, right. That's happening. Speaking of jobs and things, I woke up from my nap and saw an email from LinkedIn that said, "Welcome back. It's been a while," and I was like, what the actual fuck? Did someone hack my account?
Did they find my no jobs on there?
Like, I haven't logged into LinkedIn in like a year probably.
Yeah, I haven't logged into LinkedIn since I was living in California.
I logged in last year because I knew I was getting laid off. So
yeah.
I logged in at least to like make it so that I existed as a person.
Yeah.
But I logged in. I made a new. I actually forgot my password. So or maybe the hacker changed my password. I don't know. But if they did a bad job of it because I just went, "Hey, can you send me a new password?" And they were like, "Sure." So I did that. And then
Great.
I got a new password and logged in, and I saw no suspicious activity or changes or anything. So
they logged in and went, "Oh, this bitch ain't active."
Well, that would be a good way to fuck with LinkedIn people, because a lot of people just don't have a LinkedIn because they went to college at all, and then they just like don't use it. It just sits there dormant, so it's easy to hack.
Yeah.
But I mean, I logged in and there's no suspicious activity and there's a new email, so I was fine. And I'm just sitting here like, did LinkedIn trick me? Did they send this to that? I logged in,
making you log in, give them that ad revenue.
Yeah, I think they tricked me.
That's pretty funny.
Sure. I think they tricked me, or it was part of like the fucking general like email list thing, just to make me think like, uh-oh, what if someone hacked me? So now I'm in LinkedIn. I don't know what to do with it.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, it was so funny though. I'm like, as long as I didn't get hacked, I'm fine. It was ridiculous though. Because, you know, to get in, I'm assuming it's gotten way easier to just hack without even knowing a person's password. Like, you could just fucking, they just figure it out with numbers and shit.
Yeah, but, you're not guessing a password, you're having a program guess the password.
Exactly. So, I was just able to send a password reset to my email, which they did not hack. So
it's a recurring joke in Archer, like for the past 10 seasons of the show or whatever, where every time anybody's trying to hack into anything, it's just like they just guess password or guest or whatever, and it's just gonna get in. They're working in one of the first episodes. They're trying to figure out who hacked into their major because they're a fucking spy agency, and they're like, how could they have possibly hacked into our spy network? And then somebody typed in password. And they're like, are you shitting me?
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, now I'm in LinkedIn and I'm not sure what to do with it. I was looking up the stupidity of modern job hunting. Holy shit. There's so much contradiction.
Oh god, yeah. Well, it's all of these boomers telling you what worked 30 years ago, and then
No, the opposite problem. Employers are internet savvy now, so when you apply, they'll look for your social media.
Oh, yeah.
And they will look up what you post.
Well, what I'm saying is, the actual advice you get when you're looking for a job is just a bunch of, boomers being like, well, you gotta send them letters every day.
Yeah, call them. Interrupt their work to ask
it's
if
like, no, they
don't
want you doing that anymore.
No, they don't want you to do that.
What do you mean the employer doesn't want me harassing them at work every day?
Yeah, right? Are they gonna normally be this pushy? Come on. But the annoying thing is, I like to keep my social media private because I don't want I don't want to get doxxed and bothered
I don't think they're not looking for anything. They're looking for your profile pic, anything else
so
that's not right, stuff that anyone would see without being your friend or whatever.
Yeah, but I also have a problem where I am a millennial and got the whole you'll get doxxed and stalked and shit shoved into my brain as a child.
Yeah.
And now it's like, do I even want my picture out there? But you have to have your picture out there, like a professional picture and your full name.
Yeah.
You have to have it out there as like
so
a
they can find you,
yeah.
Because
they
it's more
suspicious
suspicious if you don't have one.
Exactly. And it's like, come on, I don't want. I had to work through it. I have
annoying.
to be just like, I have to just have a picture of myself and my full name. And hopefully I won't get stalked.
Like,
you
whatever.
know?
Your info's already on the internet for everyone to take anyway, so.
Yeah. I know,
like Mark
like
Zuckerberg's already sold it to everybody, so.
It's like the argument where people go like, where they don't want information given out, but like your birth was recorded in by the government.
Oh yeah,
like,
they already know.
Your birth is certified. It had to be like certified, and like you exist. You can't escape that.
Yeah, as long as you're not
and they
like
know
a fucking,
everything.
As long as you're not like literally like off the grid completely.
Yeah.
Like you were born in a shack somewhere and was never reported alive.
Yeah. If you have
and you've been buying everything with cash your entire life.
Yeah. If you have a smartphone at all, people know where you are.
Yep.
People, I think the biggest argument right now is like, oh no, I don't want like a microchip in my brain from the vaccines or whatever.
What about in your pocket?
Yeah, and I'm like, sweetie, everyone already knows where you are if they wanted to. Like,
the only difference is I think the idea is they don't want to be literally brainwashed with a chip in their head.
I guess.
But like they're basically already brainwashed, just in a more metaphorical sense.
Yeah, it's true. They stay in their echo chambers on social media.
Fucking sheeple.
Their echo chambers, yeah.
I saw this great comparison where like when we were kids, and it was like parents going, like, don't believe everything you see on TV, and then it showed us as adults talking to like our parents who are older and going like, don't believe everything you hear on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Same parents who tell their kids, oh, you can't be a sheeple, blah blah blah, are the ones who are watching cable news. So like, come on now.
But my cable news is okay.
Yeah, exactly. Only their
my one source of information is the right one.
I love the boomers, the boomer, like the conservatives usually, the conservative boomers who tell liberals, like, oh, COVID isn't as bad as you think, stay away from cable news. And it's like, who the fuck still watches cable news? Are you kidding me? Why are you using that as an argument? You think I'm sitting down watching cable news? Are you kidding me?
It's 11 o'clock at night. I guess I gotta walk over to my TV set and
watch
pop on the cable
whatever.
Box and pick the cable and
like,
sit through all the commercials.
I've seen people on Twitter argue, like, you need to stop watching cable news on Twitter where they are getting their information. I'm like, oh my god. You think I'm leaving Twitter
I
to
get
watch
my
cable
information
news?
from Breitbart, so.
Oh,
I actually did have a friend send me an article the other day from Breitbart, and they prefaced it by saying, yes, I know it's from Breitbart, but like, just watch the video. This is where I could find it or whatever. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know what Breitbart is.
It's a very conservative online news site.
Okay.
Like it's a super conservative Washington Post, basically. And like I looked at the article, and at the bottom it was like, contact the journalist for any questions on Parler, and I was like, that sounds about right.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Parler. It's where conservative snowflakes go for their safe space. To complain about other safe spaces.
That's why I don't know about Parler, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've only heard about it relatively recently. I think it's been like, I think I heard about it like a couple weeks ago or something, and it's like, it's basically just conservative Facebook.
Right. Okay. Got it.
And the reason I heard about it is because someone was telling me that apparently on the App Store for the app, you see a bunch of negative reviews because people don't like that they have to put in complicated passwords to make an account.
Oh my god.
They're like, I don't want these fucking numbers and symbols in my good Christian password.
Oh my god. Literally, that says a lot about the age group.
I know.
Of,
it's fucking wild. And it was like, have you
That's
ever
hysterical.
made an account on anything in the last 10 years?
Yeah, honestly, boomers don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the internet has been around for 30 years.
You could have
Get
figured
used
it
to it.
out.
Figure
by
it
now.
out. Yeah, it's not like it's a new thing anymore.
Yeah, the internet's here to stay.
Yeah.
At least until we come up with the better net.
The better net.
Yeah. There's internet, and then
man.
there's the cool internet.
The cool internet. Yeah, okay.
That's gonna be courtesy of Elon Musk in about 10 years, probably.
Oh my god, that fucking dude. Ugh. I can't handle that dude. He's
that
such an idiot.
that guy is constantly saying he's like on top of like the next big thing in technology or whatever, and like sometimes
he's
he's
got
right.
like he's got an attention span of like a gnat.
I know, it's like well what he does is he just drops
everything.
Well, he drops a bunch of money in a project and then starts to like lets everyone else sort it out.
Exactly. That's what freaking millennials, yes. Billionaires do.
Centibillionaires.
Yeah, he's a centibillionaire.
It is like that's what they did. It's like
other
here,
people to do it.
I'll just like I really want this thing, so just fucking make it happen.
Right. Now the other day we were calling him a snowflake because he was saying like I support the trans, but all these pronouns are just not aesthetically like friendly or whatever. And everyone was like, get the fuck over it, you weirdo.
Like this is, I mean, like I feel for you because some of them are very weird to hear and say, but like I'm not gonna tell people not to use them.
Get over it. Get over it. Get used to it.
Like it doesn't feel good for me to say Zim and Zer or whatever.
Do you
but, like...
remember Elon Musk's freaking son's name? Do you remember his name?
Oh fuck, you're right. It's like numbers and shit. It's weird.
It's like Zayla 12 or something like that.
Yeah, like that's like you're supposed to fucking. It's very weird. Yeah, that's a real thing that happened. He has no right to complain about how anyone wants to call anything. Or,
exactly.
Like, you gave away your right to complain about nomenclature the moment you named your kid.
Right. Exactly. Like get used to it.
That is not a right you have anymore.
Yeah.
No freedom of speech on that one.
The one thing I was surprised about, because I don't follow this guy, I just see him whenever he says something that's controversial and people retweet it.
Oh yeah, same. I mean, it's not like I have a fucking Tesla.
Right. So, also I found out that he wasn't even the one who founded Tesla. He just fucking bought it.
Mm-hmm.
But, the one thing I didn't realize was how intense and I can't say the word anymore because Twitch fucking fanboy and girly people can get over for Elon Musk. I did not realize how intense his like fan base was. People will be obsessed with this dude and everything he says.
I'm trying to figure out the word. Is it simp? Or is that just...
Yes, they decided that word is banned on Twitch.
Wait,
now.
really?
Like, it's against TOS.
Oh. That's disappointing. Sorry, Twitch. I didn't know.
That's another thing that has been controversial over Twitch's recent decisions. Because it's all fine and dandy if you want to ban words, but they haven't freaking banned like the N-word. Like that's not against TOS.
Really? That's not on the fucking list?
Nope.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Ban.
I know exactly the reason why, and it's because every time anyone says the N-word on Twitch, Twitch gets a bunch more views. Because somebody reports on it, and everyone's like, I gotta see it. I gotta see the video.
Cancel culture. People will cancel culture them on Twitter.
Yeah, and then Twitch is in the news, and
yeah,
they don't lose anything because they weren't the ones to say the N-word. So
right, but like the 3 words they picked are so bizarre. It's like,
well, I already said simp, so you can say the other 2.
Okay, so it's simp, incel, and virgin. Those are the 3 words.
You can't say virgin anymore.
You can't say virgin. I also
Are
don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, those are the 3 words they decided were against the TOS.
That is really something. Holy shit.
that's one of those things that I kind of forget that people used as an insult. Like, I feel like I haven't heard that insult in a really long time.
Well, because virgin's only an insult when you're in, like, high school and you want to sound cool because you had sex before.
Yeah, like middle school even. Like,
yeah, they're like, what are you, a fucking virgin? Dude, everyone here is a virgin.
Yeah, like, you're 12.
You're 12, like, you have not had sex.
Right.
No.
Or if you have, it's not, it's a traumatic experience.
Yeah, if you had, it's either a traumatic experience or the most awkward night of your life. Because if you're 12, you have no clue what you're doing.
Middle school is when you, like, make out and go like, oh my god, we had sex. It's like, dude.
We held hands.
Well,
what really happens is that no 12-year-old is ever gonna finish having sex because they're all gonna just wet their pants like halfway through the date or whatever. So, like, that's the real reason nobody has sex when they're 12. It's because they just can't.
I wasn't even thinking about dating in middle school.
Oh yeah, not at all.
That wasn't even on my thought process.
I had a crush in 7th grade. That was the first time I had a crush on a real person.
On a real person?
Yeah, when I was 11, I liked a video game character, but that's a different
Sure, yeah, obviously.
But like, when I was 12, it was like, oh, real girls are a thing, too.
Yeah, I didn't until 8th grade.
Yeah.
But also, that's because boys are a little harder to like in middle school.
I really don't blame you. I mean, from what I hear, the girls in middle school are fucking horrible, too, but,
But, like, at least they're pretty.
Yeah, they know how to put on makeup, you know. They start to wear the nice clothes.
Boys are just idiots.
Yeah.
They're middle school boys.
I believe it was in middle school when you literally stopped me from leaving the house because I was wearing the dumbest fucking outfit. You're like, no. I'm not even much of a fashionista myself, but you cannot leave the house wearing that.
I was always about the colors.
Yeah.
I didn't care about what the person was wearing, but if the colors didn't match or don't match, I'm still bothered by it. If colors don't match, I'm like, no, fix it. I hate it when colors don't match.
Yeah, color clashing or whatever.
Yeah, color clashing upsets me. But yeah, like I literally remember in like 7th grade, everyone was starting to get crushes and stuff, and I was sitting there like, I know all of the boys at this point.
They suck. They're the worst.
And they all are, like, stupid and mean and, like, don't know how to act in society because they're middle school boys.
That's pretty much,
Why would I be interested in any of that?
Honestly, knowing middle school boys, as a middle school boy at one point in my life, yeah, I don't blame you. Like,
yeah. And then 8th grade, there were new boys, and I ended up liking them.
New boys. Maybe these boys are different.
And they weren't. They were not different.
No. Turns out they're a bunch of idiots.
I am glad that it didn't work out.
Yeah, nobody in middle school should be dating anybody. Because they're all just a bunch of fucking morons. Honestly, high school's kind of a stretch.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I feel like in high school, it's totally appropriate to dip your toes in the water a bit just to figure out, like, maybe learn a thing or two about how romance is supposed to work, but holy shit, high school romances are the funniest fucking shit. Yep.
Yay, one left.
Yeah, one left, and it is a pseudo-legendary, so that'll be fun.
Yay. Do you remember Zap? Were you in that age group?
Zip Zap Zap?
No, it was, Zap was where you wrote a person's name on a person's palm, and if they looked at it before, like, the end of the school day or something, they had to ask that person out.
I do not know what you're talking about, so no.
Oh my god, it was the stupidest thing in existence.
You have to ask them out.
Yeah, this was middle school. This was 6th grade.
And of course, you'd probably pick, like, the ugliest, dumbest person in the school or
exactly! It was always so, like,
and so
horrible.
honestly, that's just bullying to the person as well.
It is.
Like, to, like, ask them out, you're not even interested. It's so mean.
It was kind of like, it was a more complicated version of when people would, like, dare their friend to ask out, like, the awkward person.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, no, you're pushing them one step closer to either suicide or school shooting. I mean, that's what you're doing.
Right.
When you do
and
that
you know
shit.
What? As much as I was kind of the weird girl in school, I was at least I wasn't, like, ugly enough that people dared to ask me out.
Well,
or whatever.
you were just, like, invisible.
You
you were a normal, quiet kid who didn't get in anyone's way.
Yeah.
As far as I know, anyway. It's not like I was in that many classes.
There were times when like people tried to bully me, but I was so autistic that they just didn't fucking get to me.
Yeah,
so
it was the same shit with me too. Like people were mean to me, and I was just like, all right.
Like I didn't even. Well, the thing is, girls aren't mean directly. They will.
Oh
like,
yeah, they
do
put
this
effort
thing.
into it.
They put effort into it. They will do things like they'll compliment you, and but it's actually an insult.
Yeah. Like I love the way that you wear your shoes on the wrong feet or whatever.
I've told you this story, and it's like the funniest story of my life. Of when a girl came up to me and went like, "Oh, I like your like limited 2 outfit or whatever," and I like was genuine in my response, like, yeah,
like thank you.
I thank you. I go to Limited 2 all the time, and it was like that's like a kid's place. Like they were insinuating that I was not a grown
But like, how do
person.
you, if you're making fun of somebody, how do you respond to just that genuine passion?
Exactly.
Like,
he gave up afterwards.
We're like, oh well, I mean, yeah, okay, bye.
Yeah. They didn't really bother me. Yeah, because, I was so genuine that they were just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna not bother you then.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah. Yeah, there were probably a lot of people who thought that I was, in special education.
Well, you should have been at one point, and then they forgot to put you in.
They did. I was supposed to be in special education, but they lost my IEP.
And you're like, well, she did all right, you know, so I guess just keep her in normal people.
Her grades were decent, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm
she might struggle a little bit, but...
I'm an adult now, and I'm like, maybe this is why I haven't been diagnosed with autism or ADHD. It's because they lost my fucking IEP.
Well, you turned out all right.
I turned out okay. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'll handle a work situation now, but we'll figure that out. Because I don't remember if I've talked about this or not, but my masking is gone. Like, you know how... Because I grew up not knowing anything about, like, oh, I might be autistic or I might have ADHD or whatever, I didn't know any of that. So basically how I learned to socialize was to copy other people.
Oh, yeah.
And put on a mask and, like, keep quiet when I thought I was going to say something stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I kind of put a mask on.
I feel that, yeah.
And it got to the point where I didn't realize I was wearing a mask anymore. Until quarantine. And now
everyone's a douchebag.
I feel like I've had this huge like personality shift, because I don't have the mask on anymore.
I'm just digging around in my house, like
I
don't even have to put on pants in the morning.
Yeah, like I just act the way that I want to act because I'm self-employed and don't have to go to work and talk to people at all, really. And now I'm just kind of like, uh-oh, how am I gonna, like, re-socialize myself, like, when the world opens up again?
You're gonna, like, go to, like, some sort of business meeting or something, and you're gonna be like, hey, everybody, how's it going?
Yeah,
what's up, my bitches?
I don't know how I'm gonna sit still. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to, like, sit like a normal person. I don't know how I'll do it.
You can't do that weird cross-leg thing that you drew the other. You can't do that at the table, the meeting.
You can't do that at the table.
Yeah.
I'm sitting cross-legged on my chair right now, which is slightly normal. It's more normal than I usually do. Yeah, and the fact that, like, a lot of my talking is to my canine, I don't think that'll help either.
You walk into a meeting, you're just like, hey, everybody, how's it going?
How's it going?
Look at you! Oh my gosh! Did you bring paper? Is that paper? Wow!
Oh,
can you fetch the PowerPoint? Fetch the PowerPoint! Fetch it! Fetch! Now! Fetch the PowerPoint!
Domino's staring at me. He's like, what are you doing?
He can definitely hear me.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. He's so funny today. He doesn't want to go outside.
Of course not. Who would?
He's like, it's cold, dude. A lot of dogs love snow. My dog is not one of them.
Yeah, I remember our dog liked snow, but like it was kind of like, oh, this is fun, and now I'm freezing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go back in.
Yeah, pretty much. he was kind of sniffing around, being like, what is this wall? What happened to my toilet?
Yeah.
And
where'd it go?
Yeah, so he was like sniffing the wall, sniffing the floor, the ground, like trying to figure out things. But he was all hyped up, and I was trying to get him to, like, jump into the snow, and he, like, ran to the edge and then just, like, stopped. Like, that's a wall. I can't run into that. I'm like, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah, the snow was as high as he was.
Yes.
In the picture
it was
you
a little
posted.
taller. It was a little taller. Yeah. I might, if I get the energy ever, which might not happen. I don't know, because it depends on when I wake up. Because it's already getting dark, so I can't do it now, but I want to make, like, a fucking circle maze or something for him to, like, run around. I saw that. I was watching a video of dogs in the snow, and a lot of people were doing that, where they, like, dig out a fucking maze or, like, a circle, so the dog can,
That's
like,
cute.
run in circles. There was one dog where they had two dogs, and they made, like a kind of, like, teardrop shape. And it, like, went back to the house. But the one dog circled around and then went back to the house. The other dog did not realize that they could go back to the house and just ran in circles consistently. And I was like, oh, that's adorable.
Like, hey, you know you can make a turn at some point, right?
Yeah, they didn't know how to, like, circle back around. They were like, well, guess I'm just gonna keep running in the circle.
I'll just Forrest Gump it up in here.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh god. Oh, so by the way, I did finish the sword DLC today.
Oh, good.
At least I think I did. I did like the special tournament or whatever. That's like.
Oh yeah. Yep,
yeah.
That's the end.
Yeah, because
there's a couple more things you can get afterwards,
the end played quite a few times while I was playing through the DLC. It's like the end again, the end again, the end again.
Yeah.
Like, all right, is this one the end? I don't know. It's the same thing every fucking time. It's like fucking Rune Factory 4 where there's 3 different times the credits roll. But I'm pretty sure I'm basically done. I haven't done like the special max raid thing that they're talking about. Like there's like a beast Pokemon, I guess, I assume.
Yeah, they just unlock Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beast. Oh, so I could just like pull an Ultra Beast from Pokemon Home and show it to the guy.
No, because I caught a fucking. Oh, I'll try putting it in the party, but I caught a Kartana. And he didn't say anything. So
yeah, it has
no
to be. It does have to be in the party. I've noticed because like when I talk to him, it gives the list of like the legendaries that are in my party.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to. Okay.
And then like I'll be like, oh, I have a Rayquaza in my party, and he's like, that's not an Ultra Beast. I'm like, oh well, okay.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why you had this option.
I'll have to do that then. Oh my god, I'm so used to them just like realizing that I had it at all.
I know.
Like,
yeah. Every other fucking time in the game, it's like, oh, is it in your box somewhere? Great. Like.
Yeah. And then
this time it's like, oh, it has to be in the party this time. What the fuck? Why? Why this one time?
Yeah,
why change the mechanic on us the last fucking second? That makes no sense to me.
I know. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but I do like max raids. They're fun.
Well, max raids are useful.
Yeah.
Because they give you the Dynite ore, which is like that's the best possible fucking like in any Pokemon game. That is the best possible fucking resource for, like, making your Pokemon competitive.
Oh, yeah, I never actually fully looked at what that girl was selling.
Yeah, so you could get, like, bottle caps and shit, which so you can just, like, hyper-train your Pokemon to have full IVs.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, if you have, like, I think it's 200 Dynite ore you can spend to give your Pokemon their hidden ability.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's like that has never been you've never been able to do that before in a Pokemon game.
No. No.
You were stuck with the ability if they had ability capsules for choosing between the normal abilities, but you've never been able to switch to the hidden ability before.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, that's cool.
I only looked at max raids as a shiny hunting method.
Yeah, I did actually look up the odds, and it's like 1 out of 100.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's way faster than like any other fucking method out there.
Yeah.
And plus, specifically because there's a legendary each time, that's definitely going to be faster than the previous method of getting shiny legendaries, which was just soft resetting everything.
Yeah, and you can save the legendary. You can save, after you beat, like, Lugia, you can save that map, so then you can just keep doing the map over and over again.
I noticed that, like, that only happens, I only have one saved, even though I've done multiple things.
I know, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to save it.
I think it's just, like, because the first one I lost, and so they gave me another chance.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think you could just repeat it.
Yeah, maybe you have to lose to save it. Yeah. I haven't really looked into it.
You can also talk to What's-Her-Face, and occasionally she'll be like, hey, I saw this path to this legendary.
Yeah, that was how I got the Kartana. She was like, hey, I found an Ultra Beast, and I was like, perfect, let me go get that super path. Yeah. Yeah, it was the first one. It was the first one she told me about. It was like, hey, here's an Ultra Beast. That's convenient.
Yeah, she told me Heatran, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not paying you. I'm not giving you my hard-earned Dragonite ore for a fucking Heatran. I already have a Heatran.
Exactly. So I talked to her again later, and she was like, Mewtwo, and I was like, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I already
just
have
wanted the Ultra Beast. I wanted the Ultra Beast for the thing.
I already have Ultra Beast, so I'm gonna see if I could just show him an Ultra Beast and be like, hey, man.
Yeah, put it in your game.
Yeah, like, I already have them in my fucking PC. Like,
yeah.
I thought it was like a new Ultra Beast or something, but if it's just any goddamn Ultra Beast, it's like, whatever.
Right, yeah, they did not add any new Ultra Beasts, no.
Yeah, I think the only Pokemon I'm missing are the 2 legendary exclusives. Oh, thanks, Torkoal. I appreciate it.
Did it heal you?
Gave me a little present.
Oh! How nice of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am missing the exclusives in Sword and Shield, and then I'm missing Meltan and Melmetal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I haven't checked those, but I have the fucking shiny gem now, so... Because I did finally bother to evolve the Yamask. So I have the shiny gem, so, like, I don't really care if I have Melmetal or not. Like, if I have it, it's probably in the Pokedex already.
I want the home... I want the National Dex in home.
Ah, I see.
You can't get Meltan and Melmetal in Sword and Shield.
Yeah, but, like, I don't remember if I got it through something else or not.
I checked Let's Go yesterday, and it was not in there. So, and it wasn't in Ultra Sun.
Oh, I'm also missing Zarude Sandstorm.
Oh, yeah, I'm missing Zarude Sandstorm, too. And I probably will, because I don't think... Because I didn't know it was going to be an email thing, and I didn't have emails set up on my fucking account, so I don't think I'm going to get it. Because usually
there'll probably be some event or something later.
I'm assuming, yeah.
They always come back.
Yeah.
It might be 10 years, but it'll come back.
Yeah.
They've been very generous with legendary distribution the last few generations.
Yeah, like, I really appreciated, the year of Pokemon where they just
like
gave a legendary, a mythical every month.
Well, some of them were at GameStop, and it was pretty annoying, but you worked at GameStop at the time, so
there.
you could just grab one.
I made a goddamn advertisement because they switched every month, and, I was the only person working there who followed Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, I made it for both the employees and the customers because every month they would come in on the 1st and be like, hey, can I get my Celebi? And I would be like, no, look at the chart. That's the one you get from the internet, from the mystery gifts. They were like, oh, thanks. And I was like the good fucking employee because I knew about it. I drew the little pictures of the Pokemon.
Yeah,
and wrote,
it was cute.
Like, whether
I saw the chart. It was adorable.
Yeah, whether it's from GameStop or mystery gifts, so it was very helpful. My co-workers very much appreciated it because they usually had no idea how to answer that question. So having it there would be like, oh yeah, we don't have it this month. It's on your game or whatever. So it was very helpful. Because if you're not working there, or not keeping super track on Cerebi or whatever, you're gonna lose track of which month was GameStop and which month was not.
Yeah. It was pretty annoying. They couldn't have just picked one or the other.
I know, I don't know why they did it like that.
Involve GameStop at all.
I know, I don't know why they did that.
Why did you just do the fucking mystery gift for all of them? No.
I know.
No, we gotta tie into GameStop. This failing business paid us for to distribute there, so.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why they did it, but I helped with it and I feel good about it. That was probably the best thing I did for GameStop.
Yeah. You're a good employie for that 1 year of,
Other GameStops in the area were kind of jealous that, like, we got a chart and no one else did.
Hey, why did you get a chart? Because we made it.
I made it on my own time.
Yeah, this isn't a company policy or anything.
No, I did it for everyone's convenience.
Yeah. This is why every game store needs one Nintendo nerd.
Yep, it's true.
Because it's like, I'll go to, I remember going to GameStops, like, you know, when I was younger, and they had all these employees, they would know everything about all the, like, PlayStation, and Xbox games or whatever, but, like, ask them anything about Nintendo, and, like, everyone would be like,
yeah, I know.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my one good use at GameStop.
Yeah, you were the fucking Harvest Moon gamer.
I was the,
You were the girl.
I was the girl, and I knew a lot about Pokemon. I kept up to date on all the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
Which helped a lot more than I thought it would.
It is a very big fucking franchise that nobody who works at game stores seems to know anything about. Because we would sell,
like there were the video games, but then there were like all the other things, like the distributions and the card game and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Because we were selling the TCG stuff too.
Uh-huh.
So,
imagine knowing the products you sell.
I know. Hey, you know what? I was useless with just about everything else.
Yeah.
Like, Call of Duty came out, and I'd be like, I don't fucking know, just take it.
Take your have this one. You give them, like, the first one, and they're like, this isn't the one I wanted. It's like, they're all the fucking same. Get out of here.
Yeah. There's like 5 on the PS4, and I'm just kind of like, I don't even know what the most recent one is.
Yeah, good luck giving them the right version of GTA 5.
Yeah, oh my god. When they announced they were making a fucking, like, Switch version or whatever, I was like, stop. Stop. Kill this game, please.
Just make GTA 6 already. Fucking hell, man.
6. What are you doing?
At least they announced Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, right.
I did see, I loved the meme where it was like the Harry Potter meme, where it's McGonagall going, how come whenever anything happens, it's always you three? And then it just showed Skyrim, GTA 5, and Minecraft.
Oh my god. Minecraft at least makes sense, right? Like,
well, yeah, they are always updating it and stuff, I guess.
It's an ongoing game.
Yeah.
GTA 5 is just one of those games that plays like it should have only been one thing, and then they just added this online thing, and now they could call it an ongoing game.
Yeah. Apparently, GTA 5 Online plays very differently than it did when it was first released.
Sure. Okay, I'll believe him.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know. I don't have any evidence to suggest otherwise. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true that Minecraft does always end up on, like, every single system, though.
Minecraft ended up in Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah, it did.
That happened.
I forgot about that again.
That was a real thing that happened. I thought at first it was a fucking fever dream. It's like, there's no fucking way. Steve from Minecraft, really? Everyone was asking for him as a joke.
Yeah.
And then Sakurai, the madman, fucking did it.
Yeah.
He said it was not his idea, though. He said that it was a higher up in Nintendo told him to do it.
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
If Sakurai had any say in it, everyone would just be Kirby, so...
That's true. It's just, it'd be a roster of 70 different Kirbys. And then, like, Meta Knight and DD in the corner.
Yeah. It is, and Waddle Dee.
Oh, yeah. I've been asking for fucking Waddle Dee And Waddle Dee has not shown up as a playable character, even though Sakurai owns the fucking game, or he's the fucking director or whatever. Like, give me Waddle Dee! the spear Waddle Dee with the bandana. Oh, that guy's great. Yeah. I love him.
I want the hamster dude. I forgot his name, but like, there's the Kirby.
Oh yeah, the hamster guy. Kirby. Yeah.
Old school Kirby had like a hamster friend.
Yeah, the hamster friend is pretty obsolete. But they keep bringing back Spear Waddle Dee.
Yeah.
Give me Waddle Dee. Maybe you can mix it. You can mix Spear Waddle Dee with Waddle Doo, so you can do the spear and the beam.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And they have an up B already built for him. He's just this little spinny thing to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's already a thing. And then his final smash could just be like summoning DDD instead.
yeah, exactly.
Or he puts like a cheesecake on the floor and like a horde of Kirby show up.
Is Waddle Dee not a fucking? I forget what they're called.
Assist trophy?
Where you could call assist trophy.
I don't think so. That's the reason why Waluigi's not a playable character.
Yeah.
Everyone wants Waluigi, but you can't get Waluigi.
I think it's so bizarre that they added Wario, but not Waluigi.
Well, Wario at least has, like, his own games.
That's true.
Yeah. Waluigi is, like, the only games he shows up in are, like, the sports games and Mario Party. And Mario Kart. Like, he only shows up in those games. I don't think he's ever been a character in any, like, adventure Mario game.
No.
he's only there to play some tennis or, like, drive some Mario Karts or whatever. Hang out at the party, you know? Play soccer. The dude just likes to hang out. He has no motivation.
Yeah, it's true.
Wah.
Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at me?
Because you exist. Can you get rid of all the snow outside?
Yeah. It's like when it rains and he just looks at me like, can you just not make that stop? Like, make it go away. I don't want it.
Like, yeah, I can't do anything about that, buddy.
Hi, friend. Yeah, the one downside to being, like, a god in a dog's eyes is that they don't understand why you can't just make their life, like, perfect in every single possible way.
I know, right?
Like,
I mean, that's what I feel about actual God, too. It's like, why can't you just, like...
Yeah.
Why can't life just be great? Why is everyone miserable all the fucking time?
Yeah, like,
why can't we just be fucking happy?
Right. There's nothing in a dog's brain that would make him wonder, well, make him realize that I can't control the weather, so, like, of course he's gonna think I can control the weather.
Yeah, I mean, you flick some fucking switches or whatever, and fucking light shows up, you know? You're basically the god of the elements with that.
That's true, yeah! He's probably like, whoa, light! This girl is freaking God!
You turn the knob in the shower, and you've just summoned rain inside.
Yeah.
So why can't you flip the knob on the outside to do it?
Well, not that he knows how the shower works, because he doesn't go in the bathroom.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The sink in the kitchen. Oh, no, he can't go in the kitchen either.
He can't go in the kitchen either.
Alright, well. He probably can
He does watch me as I fill up his water bowl, though. So, he does know that. Because that I do in the bathroom, and he could just look in the bathroom.
So you are a water summoner.
Yes, I can summon water.
Yeah. You're basically you can summon the elements, man. I mean, you can turn on the heat and make it warm and cozy. It's just it's magic.
Magic. He doesn't know the paycheck that is involved in.
He doesn't know there's actually somebody else doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't realize how much it costs to make it warm in here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't either when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's true.
I was just like,
when
Mom,
parents always yell like, "Don't put the temperature up any higher," we're always like, "Why not? Why don't we just get optimal warmth? Why don't we just get optimal warmth?" And then we get our first fucking heating paycheck as an adult and go, "Oh, that's why." Yeah, ours is a little different because we don't have a heating bill every month, so we have to refuel. So when we run out of fuel, we have to pay like $300, $400 at one time to fill up the fucking fuel.
Gross.
Yeah. at that point, I prefer a monthly pay, so I don't have to worry about running out of fuel. That's gross.
Man, no one...
I know a lot of people around here will, like, get their own wood and handle it themselves. Just do, like, fireplace stuff. Yeah, use the fireplace.
Yeah, but I feel like if you tried that, you'd burn your house down, so...
Oh, I totally would, yeah. We don't even have a fireplace. We don't have one. I don't know if we used to have one, because we have a fucking, chimney. So I think the house used to have one, but it doesn't anymore. Because we don't have a fireplace, which is good, because we neither of us want to do it. I don't know why Zach wouldn't want to do it, but I know I don't want to do it because my mom has had a house fire growing up because of the fireplace. Multiple, yeah. So, I don't trust fireplaces. I would not mind one of those electric fireplaces.
You inherited her fire phobia or whatever.
Yeah, I pretty much did, yeah.
You were born
Did I tell you about the time I lit my hair on fire?
Yes, you did tell me that. That was very funny. You were learning to cook and your hair got in the stove or whatever.
Yeah. Last night, Zach was like, hey, you want to grill some chicken? And I was like, not really. And he was like, let's get you some grill some chicken. So, he helped me. And, he got out 2 hair bands, gave one to him and handed one to me and went, put your hair back. So,
there's only so many times you can burn your own hair before you learn.
Yeah. He was like, put your hair back and it will be fine. I'm like, okay. We both have really long hair.
Yeah. Okay. Does Zach wear a man bun?
No.
The bun would actually be bigger than the
part before. It would have like a girl bun. It would not be a man bun. It would be a girl bun.
Can you do like a Princess Leia look with the
one
on each side?
Yeah, probably could. But I don't know anything about putting up hair. I could probably French braid his hair if I knew how to French braid.
He could be like those guys in the first season of Game of Thrones. The only season I've seen. So, and it was a while ago, so I don't remember most of it. But if I remember right, there's this tribe of people who, they whenever they have like this sort of gladiatorial combat system where the loser has to cut their hair. So someone's a tough warrior if they have long hair.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So like,
kind of silly.
So like
okay.
the king of the tribe or whatever has like super long hair.
Yeah. It's such a gruesome, deathly show. I'm surprised there's something like that.
Well, he also does end up dying, but
yeah.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
It's just that world building. Everything I hear about Game of Thrones, when I hear about world building, I go like, okay, how gruesome is this gonna be?
How long until this character's dead?
Yeah.
Actually, I heard one of the main complaints about the later seasons of Game of Thrones, and it's the same with the books too. It's just like at some point you kind of figure out which characters are not gonna die.
Yeah.
You're like these are the characters that like there's no way they'll just randomly die or whatever. We know that like they're safe.
They're like a part of the plot that like you can't kill them or the plot goes away and things like that.
Yeah. But I've only seen the first season, and the character I thought was that character ended up dying. So I was like, oh.
Right.
I thought he was the protagonist, and he's just some guy.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have a head anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Danganronpa pulls that a couple times in its
you
trilogy.
think a character is going to be like a main character, and they're just dead 10 seconds later. I remember, so we were talking the other day about Shadowbringers and how there's that part where, like, near the beginning where, like, Alisaie's friend dies. And I was thinking about it, and I realized there's actually a moment even earlier than that where you meet that guy like the moment you pop into the world, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I like this guy," and then like 10 minutes later, you find his like
he's dead.
You find his fucking like severed hand with the ring on it. It's like, and I'm like, oh, that guy's fucked.
Yeah, that's one of those expansion packs or where you worry more for side characters than the main characters, because you're like, oh no, side characters are not safe. Yeah, side characters are not safe
I don't know, I mean, like,
world.
right before Shadowbringer, well, actually, no, right before Stormblood, they kill off a fucking Scion.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Actually, yeah, by the time Stormblood starts, actually, at the end of Stormblood, you only have, like, half of the Scions from ARR.
Yeah, I know, like, one of them dies, one of them becomes, like, an avatar for Jesus or whatever.
Yep.
One of them was possessed by a fucking demon, that they got over it.
They're better now.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. They have some problems.
Yeah, they can't use magic anymore, but...
Yeah, their ether's gone, but, you know, that's fine. That's okay.
I mean, they're a fucking badass anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true.
They're the coolest fucking character in the game.
One's blind.
I fucking love that guy. Oh, yeah, I forgot she goes blind.
She's freaking blind, yeah.
Yeah.
And one left because she had better things to do, like lead an entire region.
Yeah. She was like, you know what? These people need me more here, so.
Yeah. It's like, that's okay. Like, we can handle.
By the way, Martini's about to get their beer gut.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was drawing Dratinis.
Too many martinis.
I am in a scene where I am drawing Dratinis in my comic, and the people in the Discord are enjoying it. Because they're just little noodles everywhere.
Wait, you're doing... Sorry, I was busy. I was busy not teaching Dragon Knight Draco Meteor.
Whoops. I'm working on my comic, and I'm in a scene where there are Dratinis. And I am drawing Dratinis, and everyone is very happy to see
Yay!
little noodle friends.
Little noodle friend. I do like my noodle friends.
Yeah, little noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. This 100-day thing, I'm gonna have to do something to get myself to continue doing it to a lesser extreme after the 100 days are over, which is New Year's. New Year's is when
that's
it
convenient.
Ends. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why they did it. They were like,
okay. I thought it was just something you were doing there.
No, this was made. This was made for a group.
Okay.
And this is the Discord that I'm in. So they started 100 days before New Year's, so that it would be like, you know, finishing off the year. It would be like, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna have to do something afterwards to make it so I keep doing something similar, because it will literally drag me out of my depression. Like, the other day,
like working every day on it, and like people liking your work or what?
Well, it was less that. So, okay. If I don't do it every day, I do not get the level 100 roll, and that bothers me. So, I was lying on the ground on my Yogi Bow, depressed as fuck. Like, I did not want to do anything. My appetite was gone, I was just didn't want to do anything. And then I was just sitting there like, I gotta do my drawing today. If I don't do my drawing today, I don't get that level 100 roll. So I got my ass off of that Yogi Bow, and I drew for 30 minutes.
That sounds like me with the Pathfinder campaign my friend runs, because he has he has like a leaderboard with everyone's experience points for like when they show up and everything. And I'm like, I gotta level up my character, man. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to anyone today, but I gotta show up to Pathfinder.
My biggest strength is spite. And, like, it's so funny because therapists do not want to use that as, like, a method, but that's how I get to get myself to do things.
I know. I mean, sometimes it works. Sometimes it works.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I remember spite and shame will get me to do things.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's why I'm streaming today, actually, because, like, I was playing Pokemon, and I had just finished, like, recording stuff, and I was just doing stuff for myself in the game. And the alarm went off to start the stream today, and my immediate reaction was... Do I really want to stream today?
Oh
and
my God.
I'm looking at the views, and no one's even said anything today, so it's kind of a slow day anyway. But still, I'm just like, oh man, like, all right, I guess I'll do it. I'll do it because you know people will get annoyed if I don't. You know.
Or they'll wonder where you are.
Yeah, they'll wonder where I am and everything. I mean, like, I have a very understanding core group of fans for the channel.
Yes.
So, like, if I'm just like, by the way, I'm, you know, sick or whatever, and they'll be like, all right, get better soon, or...
Yep,
but, like... I just...
You don't want that to happen too many times.
I also... But here's the other thing that got me to stream today, was, if I don't stream today, I won't be finishing this fucking Nuzlocke. Yeah. Like, I need to fucking finish this goddamn Nuzlocke.
Just get through it, yeah.
I'm so close. I just need to beat Red.
Yep.
5 out of 6 Pokemon are level 70. The only one left is this fucking pseudo-legendary with a slow growth rate, but...
God, I am having flashbacks to when I played Heart Gold and or SoulSilver and had my Dragonite, and the back sprite just... It's so cute.
Yeah, he's a cute little doof.
Look at his little antennae.
Yeah, his little smile in the corner.
His little smile on the side, his anime smile.
It's very cute. He looks like he belongs in Dragon Tales.
Yeah. I love Dragonite though, so much.
Yeah,
so
because
cute.
He's a Dragon Tales character.
Yeah, he really is.
Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. I don't remember the rest of the song.
You were the one who was obsessed with Dragon Tales as a kid.
Well, guess what? Dragons are fucking cool, okay?
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I didn't really understand that yet, but I knew that dragons were cool, but not those dragons. Those are kid dragons.
Those are kid dragons.
Those are little preschooler kid dragons.
I think that it was an age gap thing. Like, it came out when I was a little too old for it, so I just wasn't interested.
It was for young children. It wasn't it wasn't like a like Pokemon, which is for all kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like to teach morals to preschoolers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, I haven't watched it since I was like 5 or so. I don't know, but like.
Right. Yeah.
But it's true, I did used to love fucking Dragon Tales, and I don't remember anything about Dragon Tales.
Oh, yeah.
Which tells me I only watched it when I was very young.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember anything. I remember the 2 main characters. There was this dragon with 2 heads.
I remember the girl one. Wasn't there like a pink one?
Yes, there was a pink dragon, which was the girl dragon.
The girl dragon, yeah.
I remember the twinsies, who were basically like these little Asian kids.
I don't remember that. Oh my god.
I think they were Asian. They might not have been. I think they were.
It has been a while.
They were not. They were not white. Is what I remember.
Okay. Yeah.
They could have been like South American or something. I don't know.
Right.
But like, I remember them not being white because I was a little kid, and I was like, their skin's not the same as mine. You know, like,
their skin, their dragon skin.
No, the fucking main characters, the kids.
Oh right, they had kids there.
Yeah, like they would like chant like, you know, the Dragon Tales chant to get sucked into the Dragon World book or
and hang out with the
Scale thing, and they'd chill with the dragons.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
That was the basic premise of every episode.
Got it.
I'm bored. I'm also bored. Want to hang out with dragons? Sure.
That was the premise of every episode.
That was every episode. That they would start that way every fucking time. And then somehow, like, the moral of the story would relate back to what they were not doing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I looked up Dragon Tales characters, and I'm looking at the characters, like, oh, yeah, okay, the eyes and nose make them look, like, not...
Yeah, I mean, like, I was very young, like, I don't even remember exactly what they look like, but... I just remember them not being like me.
No, yeah, I totally just Googled it. Yeah, I just Googled it. That is interesting.
Yeah. They get some representation when I was a kid.
It's a shame they were made in the 90s. And
I know. They didn't get any brownie points for it.
Yeah. Well, that and also human cartoons back then looked kind of freaky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was
even
it
like
was
Dora
2D,
is kind of scary looking.
It was 2D animation, and so they've had time to.
At least it wasn't this creepy CG. Yeah, that's true.
90s CGI is terrifying.
It's horrifying. Yeah.
Like, have you watched the original Toy Story recently?
Oh god, yeah, they are kind of freaky looking.
Like, even the people working at Pixar were like, yeah, we didn't know how to animate humans until The Incredibles. That was the first time we knew how to fuck it. Like, every fucking movie we did before that point, we tried to have humans as little as possible because we knew they were terrifying. And then when they did The Incredibles, they had figured it out, and they're like, okay, this is how we make humans now.
This is how we make human faces not look like they're going to, like, go after you in your sleep.
They're not gonna, like, follow you forever in the underworld, you know?
But yeah, Blue's Clues was my obsession as a small child, but I don't remember a single thing about it.
Well,
I don't remember anything.
Well,
I remember Blue. I remember Magenta.
And then Steve.
I remember they started adding. They had like Periwinkle towards the end of
what the Periwinkle?
Periwinkle was a little kitty.
Who the fuck is Periwinkle? No cats allowed in Blue's Clues. Get the fuck out of here, Periwinkle. You motherfucker.
But yeah, that I think Periwinkle was like new when I was getting too old for Blue's Clues.
Okay.
Or when we stopped having cable and I was no longer able to watch Blue's Clues. That could have been another factor.
I think we had some VHS tapes with the kids shows I would watch, like the Dragon Tales and.
The only VHS tapes I found though, when I was cleaning out the storage, were for Pokemon and a couple of Powerpuff Girls ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did watch a lot of Powerpuff Girls.
I had a couple of the Hamtaro ones. Which was the only episodes of Hamtaro that I ever watched as a kid because we didn't have, like, access to watching actual Hamtaro.
And I mean, like, it's not like we had a fucking DVD set or anything. No. VHS tapes didn't do that. Like, they would release, like, a VHS tape with, like, an episode on each side of it or whatever. Like,
it was usually 3 episodes. They usually put
3 episodes? Yeah.
On a VHS tape.
Yeah, and it was just like it's not like the luxury of DVD sets that we had later in life. Like I had the Simpsons DVD sets that came in the fun boxes, like shaped like their heads or whatever. I remember those.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those were good.
Them. Those were cool, but they were a pain in the ass to like put on a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, they did not fit anywhere. It was very frustrating putting them away. But that's why I never put them away. I would always just like pile them up somewhere.
Lay around on the floor.
Yeah. And now I can watch any Simpsons episode I want on Disney Plus. So
exactly.
Now that I'm an adult and I live in the future.
Yeah.
Imagine explaining streaming services to like 10-year-old of me.
I know, right?
Jesus. Like, you mean I could just watch whatever the fuck I want whenever I want?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And like...
Yeah, it only costs you $100 a month. Because everything's on different fucking streaming services.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's basically cable, but on the internet.
Yeah, I'm just really glad that I'm not like a fucking hardcore, like, watcher of TV. I am not one hardcore about it, like you are. So
yeah,
I don't have to worry about all
honestly, I'm not even, like, if I was even more, like, a hardcore, you know, TV watcher, I would be getting other shit. Like, I don't have HBO Go or whatever. I don't have, like, a lot of the smaller streaming services. I don't have, like... I do have Amazon Prime, but that's just because Amazon Prime is worth it with or without the TV shows. Like,
yeah.
Like, Amazon Prime is in a different fucking league because they have the entire rest of Amazon to fall back on when the streaming bubble bursts.
Right.
So, so they'll be fine. No other streaming service gives me free shipping on underwear, so... That's why I always tell people that. Like, this is my go-to thing, where, look, Amazon's not gonna die when the streaming bubble bursts, because we all know the streaming bubble will burst at some point.
Yeah.
But we know Amazon... I already know Amazon's not gonna get affected by it. Netflix might be affected by it, Hulu might be affected by it, but, like, they're both pretty big. Netflix has been surviving on its name alone for years.
It's true. It's true, yeah,
like,
because they were like one of the first ones to actually make a name out of
so they
doing
just
it.
have so much fucking money, and they've been losing a bunch of money, but they've also just been getting money back. Nobody's like canceled their subscription or anything.
Right.
Like, meowdy to you too, Conan Kudo 3.
Oh.
To quote,
hi.
to quote,
Sorry, I'm on a different window.
Yeah, to quote.
Hi, Mac.
Yeah, to quote. The partner character in Monster Hunter World, meowdy do. I remember I was playing Monster Hunter World with Purplite. I think it was Purplite. And we were both like playing through the beginning of it, and Purplite was just like, "Did this bitch just say meowdy do?" This was before he decided he didn't like Monster Hunter World.
He did play for a while, even though he didn't.
Yeah, he got to like close to the end of the base game, and then was just like, "I'm done." And I'm like, "All right, well, I still love this game."
Amuse me.
Killing time.
This is the most amusing time we've ever had. I have been watching ClearPearl stream grinding his Pokemon up against Fred.
Yeah.
For like 3 streams now. This is like stream number.
I remember, like, I even made a risk before by fighting Blue early, because I was just like, I can't fucking grind in this bullshit route anymore. I'm just gonna fight Blue with an under-leveled team and hope for the best, and I lucked out, but he ended up having a team I could fight, but jeez. At least, but beating Blue got me this route, which is significantly better when it comes to level grinding, but holy shit. But as you can see, I'm almost done. I've got 1 Pokemon left. Everything else is at 70. But holy shit.
Sorry, someone made a Chibi Glory and I'm like dying. It's so cute.
Aww.
I need to save the image.
Yeah, send it to me later.
I'm part of a kind of Nuzlocke rewind. Someone's putting together. Someone was like
YouTube rewind, but Nuzlocke, yeah. 2020 Nuzlocke comics or whatever.
Right, so someone's doing it for Nuzlocke comics just because they want to.
Yeah, sure.
I'm one of them. So I gave her like assets to put into the thing. And but she wants to do like a credits section. And she is drawing all of the protagonists like from all of the Nuzlockes, and we're a part like. So she's just posted like a bunch of them, and one of them is Glory. And
that's so cute. ClearPearl likes that.
It's very cute, and like her sleeves are going over her hands, so it makes it look like she's like number 3 from Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah, I remember it. That was my favorite one. That character.
Oh, she was my favorite by far.
Yeah.
That was one of those shows that I wish I had cable to watch because it was really like I remember watching it.
I think it's on Hulu now. Oh, okay.
I'll have to look. Did you almost lose? What happened?
Okay, Martini's not dead. We're good.
Oh my god. I'm like away from the screen for 2 seconds and suddenly I'm hearing scared sounds.
Yeah, we're good. I forgot because like before I was fighting Cloyster and it was only regular super effective. So I was like, whatever. But then it evolved into something that is ultra weak to ice. And I totally forgot that part.
Oh.
And then it used Ice Beam, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh.
My brain has been in, like, fucking autopilot the entire stream. I've just been fighting and fighting and fighting these fucking Pokemon over and over again. It might be better to be in the cave for Dragonite, actually. I'm gonna check the cave out. At least there won't be cloisters in there. Mount Subtle Cove. Okay. Yeah, that's doable. You're not a fairy type yet, so I'm fine with that. Man, Dragon was a lot better before they brought in fairy types.
It is true.
That's the reason why they brought in fairy types, is to counter dragons, because they were OP.
Yep.
And then they ended up becoming OP because of it.
Yeah.
I remember, like, when X and Y came out, and everyone's like, Fairy's OP.
It kind of ended up becoming OP.
Like, whoops.
Yeah. Whoop.
It maybe went a little too hard on Fairy types. You don't get to use extreme speed, you're a Carnivine. What the fuck, man?
No, I fucking love Fairy types. I'm not even, like, a person who cares about how strong they are.
Oh, yeah, they're
really
just cute.
Fairy types. I just like them.
Yeah, Fairy type's awesome.
Yeah.
It might be my third favorite type.
What is your favorite type?
Flying.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Because
it's been a while since I asked that question, so I totally forgot. Yeah.
I want to fly in the sky with my birds and my dragons and shit.
Yeah, your Altaria.
My Altaria. It is funny that, like, I have two Pokemon that are higher up on my tier lists of favorites that are not my favorite type.
Yeah.
They're like, flying's the best, but these guys are better.
These specific Pokemon.
These ones right here are better.
Yeah.
Teddiursa, best.
Uh-huh.
Teddiursa, best Pokemon. Change my mind.
Nah, I'm good. I will definitely let you keep thinking that, because it is not a bad opinion at all.
Yes. It is also the best Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, just objectively, like, if you look at its stats, it's better than
totally.
It's better than Ursaring, it's better than fucking, like, Mega Rayquaza, it's he's got, like, 1,000 and everything.
Oh, if you finished, the DLC, does that mean we can trade for exclusives?
Yeah. We'll trade and trade back or whatever.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I want to trade and then put them in my home and then put them back out of home and then trade it back.
Okay.
We need to remember to separate our Calyrexes. You can separate them to get the horse in your Pokédex.
I didn't know you could separate them.
Yeah, you can use the, I think the rings.
Why would you want to do that?
For the Pokédex entry.
Well, yeah, but, like, why program it like that?
Well, you can put it back. You can.
I know, but, like, why would you want to have just objectively a worse Pokemon?
I think it's literally just for the Pokédex.
Just the Pokédex. Yeah, it's stupid.
Well, you know, it's kind of difficult. You can't just, like, make two Pokemon get together and then pretend like they don't exist on their own. That's kind of weird.
Well, then change the fucking story.
You cut out. I don't.
Just change the story. You don't have to fight them before that actual fight. That was stupid that they even had you do that. You're like, fight out, test your strength, had part strength, and now you fight the horse, and now you have to fight both of them.
I just think lore-wise, it's kind of rude to just assume that they aren't, like, you know, different Pokemon.
Yeah, they're totally the same fucking Pokemon.
There would be no reason to give them two abilities if they
Well,
were
then why does Mantine have a Remoraid?
That's a good fucking question you should ask Game Freak from 1990s.
Yeah, so it's the same fucking shit. Like, who cares? Like, I'm not wondering, like, why isn't that Remoraid not its own Pokemon?
Well, you know what? Remoraid does have its own fucking Pokédex entry.
Yeah, but it's not always. It's Mantine. There's no Mantine without Remoraid.
No, there isn't.
Yeah. Ugh. There is Mantike.
There is.
But that was later.
But that's baby Mantine.
It's baby Mantine. And then it becomes friends with a Remoraid and evolves.
Yeah, so how about Slowbro and Cloyster? Slowpoke and Cloyster.
Yeah. It's a fucking Slowbro. It's got a Cloyster on its ass.
Slowking with the Cloyster on its head.
Yeah. And then there's Galarian Slowbro, which has a flower crown or whatever.
I still haven't seen a Galarian Slowbro or Slowking?
Slowking is the one I don't think I've seen, because Slowbro is the one that my rival has.
Oh.
The fucking poison gym leader character.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
no,
right.
the girl, what's her face?
The girl. Yeah, Clara.
I think?
It's Clara. I know this right. Because, you know, similar to a certain other person.
Sounds about right. I mean, I believe it.
Mine was Avery, who was Psychic.
Oh, yeah, no Slowbro. Wait, no, isn't it Poison Psychic, or... I actually don't remember what fucking type
I have no idea.
It's Poison something.
Pokemon, Cerebi, Galarian, Slowpoke. I'm just gonna start there, and then, I like that the shiny Slowpoke is just fully yellow, instead of, like, just its head.
Death to Honchkrow.
Yeah, so, yeah, the one that Avery has is Slowbro, and it has, like, a Cloyster Cannon on its hand.
Yeah, that's the same one that, Clara has.
And then the Slowking has it on the head. Oh god, it has, like, eyes on its head. That's freaky. It has, like, eyes on its fucking crown.
I'm watching you. Oh wait, yeah, it's just Cappy from Mario.
Oh, Galarian? Okay, that's why. Galarian Slowbro is Poison Psychic.
Yeah.
So that's why
that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's why both of them have the Galarian Slowbro. Because Avery's a Psychic trainer.
They probably did that on purpose because they wanted to so badly to show off their one new Galarian form in the Isle of Armor expansion.
Yeah.
They're like, look, there's something new. And then like there's the bear dude, and that's also new. So you bought an expansion with like 3 new Pokemon, maybe.
Yeah, but like it's $15, so like.
Yeah, for like 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, but also an entire island.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been thinking about the pricing, and on their own in a vacuum, yeah, it's worth the price. And then when you compare it to like the way they used to do it, it's definitely a better price. But I just can't shake the feeling that this all should have just been post-game content in the original game.
That's the thing.
Because
normally, for a Pokemon game, I think that DLC is overall better than doing the 3rd game.
Yeah.
However, Swish was so lacking in general that it does feel like that the DLC could have been fit into the normal game.
Yeah, like I'm just like because the base game barely has a post game.
Yeah.
It's got like the thing with the weird idiot duo guys with the weird hair, and then like what the fuck else is there to do after in the post?
The battle tower.
The battle tower, yeah, the battle tower, which is in every game since Gen 2.
Right.
So like that's like not even a fucking addition to post game. That's just a thing that they have. that's just every Pokemon post game. They have the battle tower.
I think in like Gen 3 and like 4, they didn't have battle towers in the original games, but they added them in like Emerald.
It was the same in Gen 2. They had it in Crystal.
It started with Crystal.
They had it in Crystal and Emerald and then Platinum, and then in Gen 5 they started actually just adding it to everything.
But again, this was back when the Pokemon games were like $25. So.
Yeah, and it's like
20. I don't even remember how much Game Boy Advance games were, but they were affordable at the time.
They were between 30 and 40, I think, if I remember right.
I don't think they were any higher than 30. 40 was like DS era.
Yeah.
Or 3DS even. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It has been quite some time since I've purchased myself a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah. How much were new Game Boy Advanced games? Wow, there's an article from 2001 on IGN about Game Boy Advance games. Holy shit.
I love that Honchkrow just kind of has this perpetual milady kind of look to it.
I know, my god.
How you doing, milady?
Oh. I thought Game Boy Advance games were like $30, but apparently you're right, they did go up to 40.
Yeah. because ClearPearl's always right. So
I did not realize that. That is still that's expensive. That's that's pretty expensive. For
but back in the day, like you just couldn't fit as much in like that little cartridge or whatever, and they fit as much as they could in those little cartridges. But like I don't think they're doing that with these newer games.
Right.
I think if they are, they're just focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah. Like, it's true, the Gigantamax thing is really fucking cool, but did they have to do that at the sacrifice of everything else?
The thing is, like, the Dynamax mechanic is neat, but, like, I feel like that on its own added so many other issues that they had to work around, just aesthetically. It's just, like with the fucking goofy-ass Whalelord size comparison, where like, hey, look, a giant Whalelord, and then you start battling it, and it's suddenly it's super tiny compared to what it just was a second ago. And it's just stupid shit like that. Like,
I can see why people were kind of pissy about Sword and Shield being like on the Switch and being $60, because Pokemon games were $40 for like 20 years.
Yeah, but they were also on handheld systems the whole time.
Years. Exactly. That's the thing. Is that this was the first main series game on a console. So everyone who was
I mean, technically Switch is handheld as well, but it's the hybrid between the two, yeah.
Yeah.
All the other Nintendo games are 60 on the Switch, so having Pokemon not be 60 is pretty silly, but
yeah, oh, totally, yeah, it just kind of threw Pokemon fans off, because it's like, wait a second, I've been paying 40 for, like, 15 years, and now suddenly I'm paying 60 for a game that isn't even, like, fully done. Yeah, with DLC. Yeah. Definitely threw people off.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to get a Switch just for Pokemon, because they were only handheld players, and then suddenly it's like, oh hey, by the way, the Switch is killing handheld.
Oh damn, I guess I have to buy this really good system
I know.
with a whole bunch of fun games on it.
It is, Switch is actually, like, not that much more expensive than, a 3DS, so...
Yeah. I mean, I can see why like people like would be annoyed if they can't afford a new system or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can, like, just fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Just like.
I know that a lot of parents were probably struggling because for kids you were able to get like a 2DS for like $150.
Yeah.
For them to play Pokemon.
I think there might be a cheaper version of the Switch that's like only handheld.
They did make the Switch Lite, but I don't know what the price is.
Yeah, that's the one that like you can't like put in the dock or anything, right? It's like only handheld.
Yeah. I think it's like $200.
Hi, Aeroslayer, how you doing?
Which is still pretty expensive, but affordable. More affordable for like parents.
Yeah.
And millennials.
Yeah. And people who can't fucking pay for rent. Yeah. Because they're millennials living through a pandemic or whatever.
Yeah, the Switch itself is like $300 to $350 depending on what you get.
Okay. Yeah, that's not really that bad.
Yeah, because like the fucking new 3DSs, like the new 3DS XL price.
Yeah.
Was like $200.
Was it only $200? I thought it was more than that.
It was more than that. I think
at least $250.
I think what Google's showing me is the new Nintendo 3DS price, not the new Nintendo XL price.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things.
New Nintendo 2DS XL? What? I think they were going to, and then they just didn't because... Like,
it is funny that, like, the one thing that was the selling point of the 3DS when it was first released was also the one thing that nobody gave a shit about.
I know,
It was like, the 3D feature on the 3DS was pretty pointless and nobody cared about it. They did their best. Yeah, they did their best, but...
hurt my eyes more.
Yeah, it didn't really look... Like, I did turn it on sometimes, but I could never look at it for too long.
Yeah.
It was always pretty rough on the eyes. No.
No, the 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS was $200.
Oh, okay.
But it was usually in a bundle that had like $220.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if the Switch had like a 3D option, where you put on the glasses, the 3D glasses, on your TV, and then it would like make the whole game look different.
Oh my god. I think we're too far into the VR era to really go back to 3D glasses.
But we're finally at a point where our TVs are big enough that watching 3D stuff isn't, like, ridiculous. We're not watching it on our tiny little CCTVs or whatever. We've got these, like, fucking flat screens.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, a 3D movie would actually look good now. But I guess we don't do that anymore.
No. I never liked 3D, actually.
I only don't like it because I have to put glasses over my glasses. That's the annoying thing. Like,
I remember when I was a kid, I was terrified of the idea of watching a 3D movie. I don't know if you were old enough to remember this, but
I believe it.
Same person who was terrified of like Disney characters dressed up at Disney.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I remember watching 3D movies in the theater when I was a kid. And, like, I think the first one I saw, it did kind of freak me out a little bit because, like, the logo at the beginning of the movie had, like, this ball that just, like, shot up into your face and be like, we're doing 3D! And I'm like, ah! I got used to it pretty fast, though.
Oh, I think I might have. I'm assuming I was like scarred, temporarily because the IMAX. It was an IMAX thing. IMAX was kind of new.
Oh yeah,
and,
IMAX.
They showed like a dinosaur one, and the idea of a dinosaur getting in my face was horrifying to me. So I was like,
you're just that scene in Jurassic Park where the dinosaur's head is like right next to the character,
yeah,
and they're like freaking out.
So, this was when our father was still alive.
Yeah.
And his method of teaching was just do it.
Oh yeah,
flood them.
throw them in the deep end, see what happens.
Fire. Yeah. So yeah, he had to convince me, I think, and then like he didn't take
kind of tells you that at least our dad was unaware of our possible autism.
Right, totally, yeah. So
let's just give her fucking nightmares forever.
I was young. I don't really remember my childhood though, so it could have been any time between like 5 and 9. And
well, yeah.
But I was like not about it. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to put on these 3D glasses or whatever. And I don't remember what happened. And then suddenly I was in the theater. That's all. So, but even when I got into the theater, I refused to put my 3D glasses on. I was terrified. So I was just watching a blurry fucking IMAX movie with like fish. It was like a fish movie. It was like an educational fish movie at one of those museums that shows IMAX.
It's supposed to be like you feel like you're underwater or whatever because like you're surrounded by fish.
It was just fish floating around everywhere. Yeah. And eventually, I very slowly like put on my glasses.
You're like, man, I can't see shit.
I was like, sorry, I gotta. And then I put on my glasses at a time when like a little school, like a big school of like little tiny fish, like swam by, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. And so I got over it.
Aww.
But oh my god,
it would have been funny if you ended that story with, oh, that's kind of neat, and then a shark came by and ate all the little fish right in front of my face.
I think it's careful about things like that in kids' IMAX educational 3D.
Man, if I was a kid watching an IMAX movie and a shark came by and ate a bunch of fish right in front of me, I would have been so fucking delighted. I would have been like, holy shit. That shit just happened.
I was horrified. I was like, I don't want anything near me. Oh my god. Yeah, my brain was very much not equipped for 3D.
Oh my god, there's blood covering the camera. Right in front of me.
That is funny about nature videos and things like that, is that they're sometimes they're just really good about just not showing that much blood. Like, something about the way the animals kill each other, there's not, like, blood splurting
Oh yeah, they do
everywhere.
their best. They did like their best with the ankles and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've never noticed excessive bleeding or blood from, like, hunting videos or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I'm thinking about like March of the Penguins when the parts with the predators. Like, I don't remember them being that scary or whatever.
Like, sometimes you see like a little bit, but it's not. And sometimes you have to see the animal like eating the other animal, but like, it's not usually that like crazy.
I did freak out in high school when in real life I was walking home from school and I just saw this vulture just munching on roadkill, like on the side of the road. And I was like, I didn't even know it was like a vulture. I just thought it was like some big like fucking death bird.
Well, I mean, that's what a vulture is.
I know, but I was an idiot, and I was like, I've never seen this in real life before. Did it like escape from the zoo or something? What the fuck is this? Is this the beginning of a Jurassic Park spin-off? Like, what's going on here? And so I crossed the road so I could walk around it, and I was like keeping an eye on it, and I saw it was like eating like this like squirrel was like half like ripped open, like innards everywhere, and it was so gross. And I was like, oh my god. And then I came home, and like when our mom came home from work, I was like, Mom, you're never gonna get. I saw this like giant evil death bird munching on this squirrel when I was walking home from school, and she's like, oh yeah, that's probably a vulture. We have those sometimes. I was like, really? I have never once seen a vulture, and I've lived here pretty much my entire life.
Yeah, they're very rare, but they do happen sometimes. Yeah, I've seen a couple when I was living there. Especially on like highways.
I was like
stuff.
freaked out. I was like, like, should I tell somebody? Is this thing gonna start killing people?
Death bird.
So, turns out they only look scary. They don't actually kill anything. They just eat it afterwards.
No, they only appear when there's a dead body. They don't kill anything.
I think if I remember right, there is actually a very interesting fact about vultures, and that's they're the biggest bird that can still fly.
Oh, okay.
Like that's like the peak of like, I guess the physics behind it, like where like their wingspan and their body type or whatever is like, it's still light enough that they can carry themselves in the air.
Right.
As opposed to like ostriches or whatever, which can't do shit. They can jump, I guess. But...
yeah. Vultures are very fat, but they do at least have.
They can fly. They fly slowly, but they can fly.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right, Airslayer. I've been tired since we started, but you know.
When isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, I need to make some changes in my life, and
I think you do.
Other than like cocaine.
I would not recommend cocaine.
Purple recommends cocaine.
Oh my god.
He was like, you should do cocaine, and I'm like.
That's like caffeine, where it only helps for like a little bit.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, I actually have been feeling better, and it's because I've been eating more like salad and shit, which is supposed to.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and like that's supposed to like actually give you a long-lasting energy.
Yeah, I need to start. I was telling Zach about this actually. I need to start changing my diet, which I say all the time, but I've been having like more acid refluxy symptoms, and I'm like, and my stomach
did you
has
figure
been
out
bothered.
whether or not it was chicken that was doing it?
It's not always. Chicken didn't bother me last night, but it's not like a constant thing.
So it's probably not chicken then.
It's not chicken specifically, no.
Something in the chicken maybe, but
maybe, yeah, like certain types of chicken or something. But
I'm gonna say
it's all very.
I'm gonna say the same thing that everybody says every time you say there's anything wrong with your stomach. It's like maybe you're allergic to gluten. You got a gluten allergy.
Yeah, except I can have a goddamn sandwich and not have the effect.
Yeah, I know. It's gluten. It's got to be the gluten.
I know.
I remember like growing up, that was always whenever we were talking like with like an extended family member or whatever, they'd always be like, maybe it's a gluten allergy. I'm like, no, it's not a gluten allergy.
Not a gluten allergy.
Every fucking time.
I always felt bad for our grandmother because she didn't quite understand the difference. So, she would try to send me. I would always tell her it's lactose intolerant. I am lactose intolerant, so I can't have milk products. But whenever she sent me like a care package at college, it was always gluten-free products, and I'm just sitting there like every time. it's not gluten I'm allergic to. Milk. And like things that had milk in it but weren't gluten. And I'm like, I can't eat this.
You know what else is gluten-free? Fruit.
Yeah.
Send some fruit, please. I can eat that.
Oh no. Sending fruit is kind of difficult because it tends to go bad.
Well,
unless you like a fruit
yeah,
cup
do
or something.
the fruit baskets that
See, whenever we got a fruit basket, it was always like already molding by the time we got it.
No, I'm talking about like those, you know, like the edible arrangements.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it wouldn't go bad right away. They were pretty fresh.
We would get an edible arrangement and we would just look at it and half of it was already like bad.
I must be thinking of different ones than you are, because I remember them being fine for at least a couple days.
Maybe like a day or two.
Yeah.
There were times where it was kind of questionable, but then the rest was okay.
Yeah.
So, but
sorry if I make anybody yawn in the chat, because
or me, thanks.
Can't help. Well, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I guess you too, Spacey.
Oh my god.
I can feel it. I can taste the end.
Oh, 61. That's not bad.
Yeah, I might just go to like level 65 or something.
Just to like do it.
Well, yeah, because it's already 610.
Yeah.
So we'll see where I'm at 630.
Okay.
And see if it's worth it.
Do you have repels?
Maybe. But like, I'll just run from most things. Or actually, no, like, around 630, maybe I'll just start running up and fight whatever I find and get some levels that way and heal at the end.
Yeah, fair.
Because I don't want to, like, finish grinding and then not have time to fight or, like, get to, like, level 68 and have to do another fucking stream.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'll be paying attention to the time and see what happens.
Uh-huh. Domino. Domino, where are you?
I'm elsewhere.
I know we're in the living room and not the kitchen.
Did you leave the thing
Hi.
open?
I did leave it open. I need to start cooking it.
Yeah, it sounds like that's your fucking fault.
Well, normally he doesn't have any reason to go in, but then he went in the one time, and now I had to worry about him just...
He knows he can do it.
Sneaking, yeah. He's usually just on the couch, though.
But he heard you calling him, so...
Yep.
He's like, oh my gosh, my deity needs me.
Yeah, he just came trotting over and put his face right in my face to sniff my face, like, hi, I'm here. Hello, how you doing? You need me?
Sniff, 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 sniff.
Yeah, so now he's just lying down near me again.
I mean, at least you never have to worry about him not coming when you call him.
I know, yeah, oh my god. It doesn't take much.
That's not even something you need to train him for.
Nope, I didn't even have to train him. Yeah. He just started doing it.
He's like, oh, what's that? She's making a noise? It sounds like she's calling for me? Well, obviously that means that I'm going to get a pet or something. Like,
yep.
She's going to give me attention, which is what I want.
Exactly. I think he was in the kitchen because not the kitchen, the living room, because the heater turned on, and whenever the heater turns on, it makes a noise, and he always thinks it's, like, outside. So he'll, like, look outside for where the noise is coming from. At least he didn't bark, so that's good.
I always forget how much Azumarill looks like an egg.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking egg. With, like, literally, a couple of rabbit ears.
Yeah, if Azumarill was a basic, literally all you had to do is, like, it would just curl in its ears and his little feetsies and his arms. If he just curled up, he would look like a fucking egg.
Yeah. It's just an egg. It's my good egg boy.
Good egg boy.
It is a good egg.
Zach was playing the Pokemon TCG game.
The online
one? The online one. And his deck has a Boltund in it, so it's the good boy deck. It's like a Boltund GX or whatever.
Aww.
Whatever the extreme thing is, or EX, or maybe no. I think the Boltund was a V card, which I forget what V.
What the fuck's a V card?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's a better card, but it's not like
better than EX.
Yes. Oh, no. Maybe. I don't know.
You own a card shop.
I don't know anything about the card games. I just sell them. This is why Zach is behind the counter and not me.
Hey, what do you recommend for this particular deck? I recommend you ask Zach.
Sometimes he'll like have to run an errand and I'll stand behind the counter and like people will be like, "Hi, I need help with this," and I'm like, "Please come back in about 10 minutes because I have no idea what I'm doing." Cool.
Man, you would have been so fired if you didn't own the store.
That's what I see. That's why. Well, to be fair, let's say that I am an online customer service. An online seller / customer service. Being behind the counter in the store is not part of my job description.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, it's like at my internships. At one of them, they would always like cycle us interns for the assistant's lunch break to be like at their desk and like just answer calls or whatever. And right. I always felt so underqualified for every single fucking, like, every call that ever came in, which wasn't much because it was everyone's lunch break. I guess, like, I think, like, 1 p.m. is just the typical lunch break for everyone in Hollywood.
That makes sense.
Because, like, I would, if I got 2 calls, it was a busy lunch hour. But every time I would answer the phone and be like, oh, God. Which was really funny because at Team Downey, I literally, that was like my everyday experience was like I would be working and then there'd be a phone next to me and whenever anyone called, I had to answer it. But for some reason at the other internship, I'd be like, oh God! Because it wasn't the thing I had to do all the time, so.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
It's literally the exact same job.
Oh man.
Answer phone, transfer caller.
Yeah. I would need like a script, dude. I would need a script.
Well,
right in front of me.
kind of a script. It was literally just like they would be like, say the company name, and then they would tell you who they're looking for, and then you would send them to that person. And that was it. That'd be so like a typical call at Team Downey would be Team Downey, and they'd be like, I'm looking for Robert, and I'd be like, cool, and then I'd send him to Robert. I wouldn't say cool. I'd be like, okay, I'll send him to Robert.
Yeah. I have never transferred a call on a phone before. I have no idea how to do it.
They did have to show me a couple times.
Yeah. That's something they taught millennials, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's not part of the school, that's not part of the classroom curriculum. Yeah. They don't teach you how to roll phone calls.
Right, by the time we were old enough to have phones, we had cell phones.
Yeah.
And really, the only time you transfer phone calls is if you work in an office. So that's one of those things where
you have a work phone.
When you have a work phone.
Yeah.
When you're a secretary, like that's the only time.
It's
one of those things that sounds like everyone should know how to do it, but like, when would you the only time you would learn how to do that is if you have an office job.
I did find it pretty funny that when they asked to be transferred to someone. I would send them to the assistant of the person. So there was like who would then transfer again to that. There were a couple tiers you'd have to sit through first. So like for fucking like anyone who wants to call Robert Downey Jr., the fucking co-CEO of the company or whatever. They'd be like, I want to call Robert, and I'd be like, great, and then I send him to Robert's assistant, and then they'd be like, I want to call Robert, and be like, great, and then they'd send him to Robert.
Or most of the time, the assistant would just take a message and not even get to
because usually Robert Downey Jr. is busy. It's like it's pretty funny how often like he was rarely ever in the office totally. He would occasionally be in the office, and I would only see him very briefly while he's like getting ready for some of his like 1,000 other jobs he had to do. So,
like running through where you are to like get to the other.
He was a very busy guy. And the one day I worked as a PA, I basically confirmed that he was a very busy guy because we spent so the thing I was a production assistant for was like this little like charity video he was putting up online.
Oh, okay.
So like
I remember you.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You didn't tell me what it was, but I remember.
I forgot what the charity was. That's why I didn't tell you. It was some charity that he was doing, and it was like, you know, it's like a raffle thing. Like, come, you know, pay us some money, and you maybe get to meet Robert Downey Jr. on set or something. Like, but like the actual production of that video, I went in, fucking crack of dawn or whatever. I got called in to be a PA. And, you know, we're setting things up for a few hours. And then Robert shows up. He's like, all right, let's go. And within, like, 30 minutes, we'd shot every fucking scene. Every shot or whatever. And then he just leaves. It was very quick. I couldn't even wrap my head around how fucking fast that was. It was just like, holy crap.
Professional. Someone who has...
He just rolls in. He's like, I got 100 other things to do today. Let's do this.
He's got his like fucking, I forget what the name is. The person who kind of follows them around with a schedule to make sure that they don't fall
Probably.
behind.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't see that guy, but
he was probably like in the limo or whatever.
I know he has an assistant.
Yeah. But then there's like, you know, the phone assistant, and then there's like a different the assistant that's
I would not be surprised if there was literally just a guy with a clipboard following around everywhere.
That's what I imagine from like movies.
I've never actually seen that character in real life.
Yeah.
But I would not be surprised if it was a real thing.
Yeah.
Some poor intern.
Right, exactly.
I did experience something kind of similar that one day as a PA, where one of my duties was to go around a set and ask literally everybody what kind of burrito they wanted for lunch.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I had to. It was so like it was baffling to me because I was like expected to know who literally everyone was, even though most of them I had never even met before.
Oh no.
So I kept running back to my supervisor going like, who's this one? Who's this one? Like, I have the list of people's names. I don't know who most of these people are.
Oh no. That's
it was pretty annoying. But I did it. I did the fucking work.
Also, burritos, that sucks. You have to, like, keep track of what every fucking burrito is. Like, what if someone was like, I want this burrito with this stuff and without this on it?
Well, I mean, I had a piece of fucking paper with all their orders.
I know,
so I would write it down.
Annoying.
I'd write it down. And they were all very nice to me. Like, a lot of them introduced themselves as I took their order.
Yeah.
And it was a good environment. Like, no one was, like, mad at me.
No,
it was very clear that I had never done it before.
They were like, we haven't seen this dude before, and he looks very confused.
They were all very nice.
Yeah.
And I talked to some of the tech guys afterwards, and we chatted a bit about like my studies in school, but like. Yeah, it was not a bad experience, but it was it was awkward.
It was funny. Yeah. Oh, man.
It did start out awkward because I was the guy who didn't even know it was happening that day until like the day of and was completely unprepared.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of the emails telling me what to do beforehand, so I just roll up and like,
yeah. Be like, hi.
Like
I don't know what I'm doing.
I did not. And like one of the other interns who was also called into BPA was like, why aren't you wearing a white shirt? And I was like, what?
Oh no.
And he's like, yeah, the email said to wear a white shirt today. And I was like, I did not see that email.
Oh my god.
And then when I checked the next day on my work email, when I was back to doing my normal internship job. And I saw like 4 or 5 emails explaining everything, but they were all sent to my work email that I wasn't able to access because I wasn't working.
I hate that shit. I hate it.
That
happened to me at my job.
Yeah, like I wasn't working the days that they sent the emails. I was at my other internship those days. So.
Yeah. Oh no.
So So I literally, and then like the
so
only
much.
reason I knew it was happening is because they finally sent one to my school email, and they were like, "Hey, like you haven't been responding to the other emails." I'm like, "I haven't gotten the other emails."
Oh no! Oh my god!
And so then they explained like, "Okay, just show up here, do this, blah blah blah," and they didn't mention the part where I had to wear a white shirt. So.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Whoops.
I know that it was a pain in the ass because as a part-timer, I did not have a work email, but when I became a supervisor, I got a work email.
Yeah.
And somehow that meant that all of my supervisors just lost my personal email
right?
and never used it ever again.
Hey, I know Spacey's not working today, but want to send an email to her work email?
So like the night before, on like a snow day or something, they would send out an email to everyone, like a mass email that said, "Hey, we're not going in tomorrow because there's too much snow or whatever." And I would not get that email because it was sent to my work email, which I could not access because it was 10 o'clock at night.
Seems like a bit of an oversight.
Yeah, I think there was one day where like the heater wasn't working and it was too cold, so they couldn't legally let us work. And I drove all the way there and I couldn't get in, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I checked my email. And I
mean,
I don't see anything.
I had that shit happen to me in college,
but
I had that shit happen to me in college a few times, but it was always my fault because I just didn't check my email that morning or whatever.
Yeah, no, I texted my boss and I was like, "Hey, no one's here," and she goes, "Yeah, we're not working today," and I'm like, "Oh. Okay." There was one day.
Did you send this to my work email that I could not access at 10 p.m.?
She was like, "Did you not get the email?" And I was like, "No, I did not get the email because I'm pretty sure you sent it to my freaking work email again."
Can you not send shit late at night when nobody's working? It's a work email for something pertaining the next day.
Send it to...
You fucking kidding me?
Somehow my work email ended up on like the mass email, and so I never got anything when I needed to. It was such a pain. Oh man.
All right, you know what? Oh, hang on. Before I say that, I'm learning a move. I'm gonna ignore that move because it's Sky Attack.
You just gonna bring Martini up the
mountain? I'm just gonna finish my grinding on my way to fight Red.
Yep.
Because I am fucking done.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm almost done too.
It's almost 6:30, and I am getting fucking tired of all this goddamn level grinding. Yep. I just need this to be done. I can't do another stream of this.
No way. No, it's like the least motivating thing to get you to stream.
Here we go. We gotta wrap this sucker up. Hi, Blossom. How you doing? These Pokemon, they don't have to deal with a work life. I just throw them out. They beat up a flower every once in a while, and then they get to rest.
Yep.
Can you imagine that
kind
of
But they do have to battle and, like, get hurt and stuff.
Yeah, but they don't even seem to they like doing it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
it's
the weirdest thing about Pokemon.
Like, they enjoy fighting each other. That's just how they are.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hey, so you get to sleep all day, and then sometimes you get to play soccer. you know? Like, okay. Great.
Alrighty, let's do this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm going up the mountain again.
Did you go all the way up before?
I did go all the way up. I went all the way up to, like, the final area where Red was.
Yeah.
I always get lost in this fucking place, so it might still take a while.
Yeah, this part sucks.
Hello, it's a Gastrodon. Gastrodon's stupid. It's like trying its best not to have a panic attack.
Honestly, 4th gen had the weirdest cries. Like, just generally speaking.
Oh, are we referring to Kricketune, the greatest cry in all of Pokemon?
Yeah, well, Kricketune is Kricketune is the obvious one, but then there's, like, Gastrodon that you kind of forget about, and then you hear it, and you're like, what the fuck was that sound? Yeah, there's just a lot of weird sounds in Gen 4.
I still like Snorlax the best.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Can you, like, fuck off, please?
Yeah, it's a mood.
They're like, hey, Snorlax, can you get out of the fucking way? Hey, how about, have you considered going to go fuck yourself? Because,
yeah.
I ain't moving. I ain't doing shit.
Yep. I loved that Pokemon episode.
Oh yeah, where everyone's like trying to push him out of the way.
Yeah, they try everything to get him to move.
Fucking go.
Until the Pokeflute guy does it. And then Snorlax eats like the entire forest of like fucking... It was like vines with like thorns on them. It was like thorned vines, and he just ate it like it was nothing.
I remember watching that episode as a kid. I remember watching that episode as a kid and just going like, "There's no way that this is environmentally stable."
No.
Like, there's no
and
fucking
then
way.
He ate the entire forest and then slept again. I loved that episode.
Fucking mood.
It was so ridiculous.
Every day in Snorlax's life is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
he has a feast and then he sleeps right after.
I also liked the Pokeflute guy who was a total hippie. He was like, just let him chill, man. It's fine.
Just let him there. Just let him do his Snorlax thing.
He played his Pokeflute and then asked for money because he was like homeless and trying to get tips from playing a fucking flute. I was like, what?
I forgot that part.
Yeah, you didn't say that like this was a paid performance. He's just like, whatever, dude. Like he was
like,
God,
you know what, man?
That was an episode.
You know what, man? I provided a service and you ungrateful little shits trying to get me to perform for free.
Like that too.
You motherfucking little fucking kids don't know shit about the economy, just walking around with your fucking shit your parents paid for. You know what? I didn't have parents to pay for my fucking Pokemon adventure. That's why I had to learn to play the fucking flute. I couldn't afford fucking Pokeballs.
Oh,
you can get these goddamn food. Who's making that food? Look, you see that guy over there, Brock? You say your name was Brock? Yeah, you're making food. Where do you think that food's coming from? Are you scavenging that shit yourself, or are you going to the store and buying the ingredients?
I think they usually did scavenge, actually.
You motherfucker.
Pokemon trainers were fairly... I'd say that these 10-year-olds are way more self-sufficient than I'll ever be. So,
yeah, I don't think I would have. I would have been eaten by a Pidgey in the first round.
Next to life by a Pidgey.
I'd be like running back home, going, "Mom!"
Yeah. You'd be the demon bird would come after you. The fucking. Oh my god,
Spearow?
What is the vulture? No, there's a vulture Pokemon in Gen 5. What's its name? Volibee evolves into...
I was about to say Volibee, but...
Volibee's the baby.
It would start with an M. It was like Mandibuzz or something.
Mandibuzz!
Yeah,
Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
Mandibuzz comes after you and eats you.
Yeah, I get swarmed by Spearow, and then a fucking Mandibuzz shows up afterwards for the leftovers.
Yeah.
And Mandibuzz is just going like, "Oh, is it that season again where trainers start?"
Yeah.
Trainers start their journey and they forgot that you know they're fucking wild animals everywhere, trying to eat them.
It's like the Pokemon Academy episode in the first season, where they made the very valid argument that it was kind of like they were using actual like Pokemon Blue and Red like sprites in the episode, and they were using like the game to figure out how to play how to
actually like battle or whatever. Yeah,
how to battle. So instead of actually battling with a Pokemon, they were like, well, I think they did have Pokemon, but they were learning through the game.
Yeah, and then Ash showed up and won with the power of friendship or whatever. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's because he broke logic. So the whole point.
Yeah, like he was fighting in ways that were not programmed in their training program. Or whatever.
So, it was Cubone.
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah, it was Cubone against his Pikachu. And
like,
Pikachu couldn't use his electric attacks.
Yeah, Cubone's a ground Pokemon, so...
Yeah, so then Pikachu won because he started biting the shit out of the Cubone.
Like, Pikachu can't learn bite. Watch me, bitch.
Watch me, bitch. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that's the one time I was like, okay, I'm okay with Ash as a trainer, but like, it was so funny.
Well, I like that's basically, fuck, what's the fucking comic called? It was like the old Mokumon.
Mokapon.
Mokapon, that's what it was. Where, like, I never got very far in the comic, but I remember the premise was basically, like, he didn't actually, like, want to be a trainer or anything, so he just let his Charmander run wild, and, and he was always winning every fight because he wasn't even telling the Charmander what to do.
Yeah, because every other trainer was held back by the whole, like, you know, oh, they need to stay in the Pokeball, oh, they will only attack if you say what attack to use, and at first that was how his Charmander works. But then after a while, he just
fucking shit up.
He just started doing shit.
And then, I at least got as far as the part where the fucking Charmander like burned the whole forest down.
Yeah. To share, it's been probably several years since that happened, and he has 3 badges.
Yeah, it's been. I remember you explaining. Yeah, it's been quite a while.
He's in Celadon now. Yeah. Of course, the story is very different from the game now, but I can't tell you why.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back and read it at some point.
It's a good comic. It's a good comic. Yeah. I really like it. But the pacing's very slow.
Doop-a-doop-boop-boop-a-doop-boop. Okay. Alright, we're back outside again.
It's Thursday, right? I'm losing track.
Yes, it is Thursday.
Cool. Alright.
Oh, God! Oh, right, I have to go down first to grab that item I didn't get before. That's very important.
Yeah. The random item that may or may not be useful.
Yeah, that one. You picked up Master Ball, motherfucker! You thought the look incense was bad. That's Master Ball you can't fucking use. Hello, Crocodile.
I was watching a video of someone going through the game. They were going through Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then they did a second one where it was Ruby and Sapphire, and they were following the Nintendo strategy guide like to a T, and it was hysterical.
Oh, like doing everything they said in the guide.
Yeah. And it wasn't. It was officially licensed by Nintendo, but it was not written by Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were a lot of like flaws and like incorrect statements, like in the Fire and
those
Leaf
guidebooks.
Green one.
Those guidebooks were not correct all the time.
Yeah, the guidebooks were such a disaster.
No, but, like, did anyone at Nintendo proofread the fucking guides?
No, I don't think so. I think they were like, it's Brady Games. They'll do it anyway, and then they just put their fucking sticker on it.
Yeah. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, but we got them mostly for the art, so we could see the art. But yeah, it was so funny watching him go through the game, like following the guidebook. Because it was just like,
don't forget to use your Master Ball on a powerful Pokemon like Fearow or Tentacruel.
Yeah, there was the one where then they would say things like, use a Pokemon that's good against a ground type, like an electric type, and he's like,
He like sends out his fucking Pikachu.
Yeah. And then it didn't work, and he was like,
Wonder why that didn't work.
It was hysterical. And then there were parts where they tried to guide them to a place, but like completely failed at it. Like they said the wrong thing or something. And yeah, the strategy guides were written by people. Sorry, I just saw you stop at the fucking stones.
Yeah, I had one of those goddammit moments.
Oh my God, that was hysterical.
Like,
I did the same thing. Like, we both just stared at the stones, like, really? Why are there stones there?
Right the fuck there.
But no, the strategy guides were always on crunch. Like, the writers were always on a crunch.
Oh,
like,
really?
They did not have time to, like, fully proofread and make sure it was correct.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that I went up this way, because now I have a Rostberry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's gonna really help me against Red.
I mean, it could against his Charizard one time.
Well, if he has a Charizard.
Him anymore. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I always forget about that.
Yeah. You know, the thing that we've been doing this entire fucking playthrough.
I know.
The randomizer. Why there's fucking fortresses right here.
Yeah, I know.
Why I have fucking Deoxys on my team. Okay, fucking fortress. Oh god, fuck you and your fucking heal order. Just die, you son of a bitch.
Man.
You tanky ass motherfucker.
Dragons really did.
Goddamn heal order.
Dragons really did resist a lot of types.
Well, they still do. They didn't lose any of their resistances.
No, I know, but like...
They're just weak to fairy now.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, like, oh, it resists...
You are killing me, Fortress, you goddamn fucking piece of shit asshole. And now he's gonna use heal order. He used heal order! Oh, fuck you, Fortress. I still need fucking... Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Fuck you, Fortress.
Run away.
Fuck off. I still need moves to fight Red with.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Do I have to? Okay, I guess I do have to go in this one. Okay, here we go. Let's go, Yahoo! Alright, now we're back outside again. Because we have to go up this way.
Yeah, this part sucks.
Oh boy.
I hate this part.
Well, I mean, I'll give it... It is the final fucking place in the game, so...
Yeah, true.
It does at least feel like it's difficult.
It is nice to play in a place that doesn't have, like, a linear line going. Like, you kind of have to figure out where to go.
You have to actually explore a little bit.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind exploring some... Like, I didn't mind exploring in games like Let's Go and Sword and Shield because you could just avoid the wild
It's true, you can just walk around them.
But it's such a pain in the ass in a game where every 2 seconds you're battling a wild and you forget what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're like trying to navigate and you have no idea.
Yeah. I hate caves.
My fucking goldfish memory was like, where the fuck am I? I don't fucking remember.
I forget where I'm going, where I want to go, where I've been.
Oh, damn it. Alright, I think we're almost there. I remember this being like the end of it. Other than that last part in the cave. This is the bottom part of the top part of the mountain. I think. Oh god, there's more. This is not what I thought it was. It's a fucking Sunflora. I like Sunflora.
Flora's cute.
I wish Sunflora was better.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty.
I have a pretty strong opinion about Boltund. I think Boltund should have been a lot better.
Yeah.
They hyped Yamper up so hard because it's so cute and it's a little corgi. And then it evolved into something that just is really cute. I love Boltund, but like it's not good. It's not a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
I know, and it's such a shame.
In White 2, I had a Sunflora on my team the entire game.
Yeah.
And I loved it, but it was not. It was not good.
I know.
I kept desperately trying to find a way to make it useful, and it was just like, nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, here
we are. The dramatic fucking moment. Red sent out Magikarp. Oh, okay.
Let's see how this goes.
I think I want Rhythm Turret in front. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do items too.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Martini in front because it's gonna be a basic, isn't it?
Allegedly, but I'd rather not have it take the chance.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna get... Yeah, nobody has any items equipped right now because they've all taken turns with the Lucky Egg. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do you get? You get, oh, wait, hang on. No, you're a physical attacker, so you don't get that. Boost critical hits. Do I have anyone with high... No, I don't think so, so I'll just give you the fucking scope lens, whatever. Alright, Martini, what do you get? You get... There wasn't really anything, no, we don't want anything like that. That only works on Ditto. I'll give you the Draco plate. Wriggles. I just got a Twisted Spoon, so I'll give that to you.
Neat.
That was the item that I was so desperate to get, or whatever. That...
I mean, that's something.
Yeah, I actually have 2 Twisted Spoons. I'll give you Blurp. Blurp gets the fucking, where was that? I saw it. I just saw it. It was the fucking Quick Claw.
Oh, yeah, right.
There we go. Quick Claw. Armor. You get... I guess the muscle band. And Aeroslay, you get... leftovers. Here you go. That's just... I didn't want to look through and think too hard on that one, so... Alright, here we go. 15 minutes left. Alright, Red, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, please don't kill me.
We'll see.
Oh,
no matter.
God. Hey, it's Kirby War!
No matter how it ends.
Level 88 Banette. All right.
Oh my God, it's evolved.
Oh my God. Fuck you, Red. I hate you, you fucking asshole.
Oh no.
Motherfucker. Oh, man. Okay, well, it lowered its special attack, so this isn't the worst thing that could happen. He's weaker now. Okay. And I can heal Rhythm Turt. Oh, and he's paralyzed. Oh, right, it's hailing. I forgot about that. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me heal. He will not do as much damage if he uses Overheat again, but we'll see what happens. Oh my God. Fully evolved level 88 Banette. Because nothing... oh, you withdrew? What?
Weird.
You bit 82? Why are you level 82?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I thought they would be in the 70s.
That's what you told me! Oh God! Hang on. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is gonna be a hard one, guys. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be rough.
Oh, no.
Oh good, Mud Sport. Oh. It's gonna... Oh, that's electricity, never mind. I thought that would weaken water for some reason. Okay, never mind. Not quite as bad as I thought.
Oh yeah, I was totally wrong. I actually looked it up.
Ice Man, motherfucker!
No, see, what I looked... The only thing I looked up was... The only thing I looked up was, blue. Oh, of course it has Ice Beam.
Yeah, of course it has Ice Beam. And it's hailing, so it gets boosted on my fucking quad weak Dragonite.
Yeah, I don't think the hail would have mattered. I'm pretty sure you would have just fucking died there.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what fucking happens.
I didn't realize it was a higher level than, the original games.
It's 82. God damn it, why? Why, Red? Why? Why game developers? Why? Oh good, now the Quick Claw takes effect when he's under fucking ground. Motherfucker.
Oh man.
This is the goddamn worst. This is absolutely the worst possible fucking result of this Nuzlocke, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh good, the Quick Claw's taking effect first this time. Alright. Oh man. Come on. Okay, and now he's digging again. Cool, 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 cool. So let me go ahead and heal. Come on, Blurb, I've made fun of you, but you are the MVP, so... Here we go, on my max potion here. I just gotta wear him down! I just gotta keep healing until he dies. Okay. There's another dig. Okay. He might heal. The hail might bring him down enough to heal the Nidoqueen, but... I think... at this point, I think Surf would do more, so... Let's do another Surf! Surf's up, you fucking Nidoqueen!
Oh my goodness.
Spacey lies.
I did not lie. I just did not look it up.
You told me it was the 70s. Well, either way, at this point, I would have just not fucking done it anyway.
I was about to say, you weren't done.
I was pretty much done anyway. Okay, Quick Claw's taking effect. That's good. Thank God I actually gave them the fucking Quick Claw, even though the first time it was the worst possible time to activate.
Yeah.
It's okay. 1 down! Also 1 down for me, too, so.
Yeah.
Yan Mega. Okay.
Set is not gonna help you out here. Set mode?
Yeah, no, Set is fucking killing me right now. I might actually have a chance if I didn't have Set on, but
yeah,
I never play with it off, so even when I'm not doing Nuzlocke, I always just turn it off. It's the game is way too easy otherwise.
I'm a huge baby, so
there's nothing I can do. His Mega Horn does half damage. I don't have enough healing items for the hail to kill him. I guess does electric resist bug?
No.
No.
But oh, never mind. I was thinking Spiritomb would have been half dark.
Oh god. Hope for a Quick Claw trigger.
I don't know. I'm not so sure.
I don't know what I could switch into because Blurp's the tanky one and did half damage on it.
How's Spiritomb?
Oh, you know what? Mega Horn doesn't have full accuracy. I can just wait until he misses.
Yeah. And I think it's only like 5 Mega Horns or maybe 10, so...
Yeah. I might be able to wait him out. Maybe. Oh, he's got Brave Bird too. Alright. Well, that one deals recoil damage. Yeah.
Recoil.
Oh, that's less than half.
Okay. You have to be careful with hail, though.
I know, the hail. This hail is the fucking... Oh, God, that did do half. Ah! God damn it. Why did they add hail, too? Of all the fucking... This is the worst fucking shit, man. This is actually... Like, who designs a game like this?
So high level for nothing in return. Like, they don't give you any way to raise them that high.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Alright, just keep killing yourself with Brave Bird, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
If he... The thing is, I can't predict if he's using Brave Bird or Mega Horn.
Yeah.
So I can't just switch into Rhythm Turn.
No. Because knowing AI luck, they will change it.
You know what, I'm actually going to use this Moo Moo Milk first, because I don't want to use all my full restores right now.
Yeah.
And I know the Moo Moo Milk will be enough to take a hit. So... Yeah, see, it used Mega Horn this time. Completely unpredictable. And, he, you know, he hit me, too, with it, so... Oh, is that the crit? There's the crit! Oh, boy!
I was waiting for that.
Fuck this game! Fuck you!
Whenever you heal spam, I swear to God, crits go up when you heal spam.
I know,
it's ridiculous.
It's
every
so
time.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, his attack got lowered. Alright. Oh, now he misses. Alright, that's something anyway. I'll take it. Okay, no more Yan Mega. Okay, 2 down on both sides. Oh boy. This is true endgame right here. Rough. Oh my god. Kabutops, alright. He probably has like Earthquake or some shit.
Probably has Earthquake. Oh.
But I gotta do it.
But you're still strong against him.
Yeah,
so.
I gotta do it. And he missed with Stone Edge, alright.
That's always a plus.
Alright. Maybe this Volt Tackle will do something. Okay. Alright, critical hit! Alright! Okay! So I guess I have a little bit of luck here, maybe? I mean, I was unlucky just for starting this fucking fight, but...
Yeah! It was either that or spend another week training to level 80.
He might just only have water types left if he keeps sending them out against Rhythm Turret.
That's true. Well, okay, there's Starmie, there's Banette still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, why did he switch out to Banette? That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Kabutops didn't have anything strong against Rhythm Turret, so why send out the water type? That seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Psychic did exactly half, but I can switch to Wriggles anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I run? Can I please run?
Right?
I would like to run, please.
Wait, Wriggles or Armor? Switch to Armor.
You're right. You're completely fucking right, and I'm an idiot. But it's okay. Because Wriggles is, you know, tanking.
Yeah.
So it's something, and they're not gonna use Psychic now, so.
Right. Yeah. No point now.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, your game's a little more delayed than usual today, so I can't like yell out things.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
Okay, well, I got an Aero Blast in, and it's using a water attack, so I could switch to Aero Slay. Okay. And then use that opportunity to heal these other fucking Pokemon, because, like, I don't think a Psychic will one-shot Aero Slay.
You have to worry about half, though.
Yeah, but Aqua Tail's not gonna do it.
But then you can heal, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he might heal too with enough hail hitting him.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's oh, that leftovers. Oh, that's a hard counter on hail.
That is actually a really good thing you added.
Yeah. Alright, Rhythm Turret, here you go, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, I would keep Armor in the back until Banette.
Well, no, now I have to switch, because Psychic did do half, so.
Okay.
So I gotta switch to Armor now.
Alright.
Okay. Switch to Armor. If I fucking pull this off, I'm gonna be so thrilled. Okay. Aha! You have fallen under my trap! Switching constantly and healing everybody!
Yeah! This is going great!
Okay, and now, do I wanna... Oh, yes, I do wanna. Yeah, Sucker Punch, motherfucker! I was like, do I want to heal more? No, I got Sucker Punch. I gotta take this.
Yeah, do it now. Do it now.
I gotta
before
do
you
it.
Heal Starmie.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Nice.
Had to do it to him.
Yeah, do it to him.
That's gonna give it to him. Well, I guess it's paralyzed, so like Shadow Force. Yeah.
Okay, so there is one more after Banette.
Yeah. This is the hard one, the level 88.
Yeah, the one that was supposed to be like a fucking Meowth.
Yeah, supposed to be like
Caterpie.
Fuck you and your Banette. Fucking douchebag.
Really? Pikachu, you're trying to tell me Pikachu has the same base stats as the fucking Banette? You kidding me here?
Yeah, some fucking nonsense.
Bullshit.
Alright, hey, it's a
What is it?
Luxray.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, I'm not fucked.
Well, okay. Keep track of what does your Luxray know?
My Luxray is better than his Luxray because my Luxray has a TM called Earthquake. But
Earthquake.
But I do want to weaken him a little bit with Armor first, just to see what he does. He's using Full Tackle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, well, I guess Armor's dead, but...
Oh, no!
I didn't think it would one-shot him, but...
At least you healed Rhythm Turret earlier.
Yes, it's true. That was probably the most brilliant move I could have done right there.
Yeah, that was a lucky choice.
Alright, Rhythm Turret.
Let's do this.
Fucking avenge your fallen half of the party.
Your...
Here we go. Luxray's got Judgment. His Luxray.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
But I doubt he has a plate equipped, so it's just normal.
Oh, yeah,
alright, Rhythm Turret! MV motherfucking P! Here we go! Okay, that actually didn't do that much, but... but his judgment didn't do half either, so... I think we're still gonna win this, hopefully. Okay.
Oh man, hail.
Don't get a crit, 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 don't get a crit. Yay! Okay, is this enough? Is this gonna be enough? I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's like right on the line.
Yeah, critical hit!
You got a crit! You got a crit!
Motherfucker, 659!
Oh my god.
And then he just fucking leaves.
And he just leaves like nothing happened.
Bye.
Bitch, you killed half my team.
You fucking douche.
Oh my god.
Is this where the credits roll again? Yeah, okay.
I knew that wouldn't be deathless, but I did not expect it to be level 88. Holy shit.
The moment that fucking 88 showed up and it wasn't like a fucking Caterpie, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, I have made a grave mistake. But we won after technically losing.
You did it! Yeah.
We did technically lose,
but yeah. Your team healed.
Yeah.
It's all healed on Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't think I can really say much about the game that I didn't already say last time the credits rolled, but fuck the fucking levels in this game. It is the most horribly balanced RPG I have ever played. It is ridiculous.
Right. The levels are absolutely ridiculous.
Because they tried to be like more lore friendly with the levels. And sacrificed the gameplay tremendously because of it.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
And
I'm glad that they learned from their mistake.
Yes. It's funny because they changed it so that they did make the levels higher for the gym leaders than they did in the originals.
Yeah, but they also bumped up Red's levels too, so...
They didn't offer any wild Pokemon to train against, or anything to train against, to get it all the way up to level 88 to battle Red.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
However, in good news, let me share something.
Your Slayer's asking how many in total did we lose. Well...
You'll have to check. Go check, yeah. The best thing to come out of this challenge, though, Aeroslay survived from level 1.
Yeah, that's
Gym,
true.
like 3. Like, how many gyms? We got that.
I mean, he sat in the box for a little bit, but
that was the Togepi egg.
Yeah.
And he lived through the entire thing.
Yeah,
or she lived through the entire
Congratulations, Aeroslay, and by extension, Aeroslayer, for even... Aeroslayer is just the good luck charm, man. That's why Aeroslay lasted that long. Aeroslayer showed up to all the streams.
Even though we had, like, three different forms of Aeroslayer.
Oh yeah, but this one was the one who survived, so that's what I'm saying. This is the one. This is the one. Third time's the charm, I don't know.
Yeah. Blurp, it's a shame that Blurp died.
I know. Blurp lasted a while, too.
He lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Rhythm Turt was kind of closer to the Elite Four, wasn't it? Like,
I think so.
A little farther in.
Yeah, they were a replacement of a replacement of a replacement of a replacement.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
I think she lived through the entirety of Kanto.
Yeah.
But not much before then.
Yeah, they were part of the team that I didn't have to level grind endlessly to fight Blue.
Yeah.
Blue. There's Blue. Alright, okay. Before we stop streaming, I will answer Aeroslayer's question.
Yes.
Let's find out.
After you deposit the 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, did we fill up a box? The whole ass dead box over here? Including the 3 that died, which were Blurp, Armor, and Martini?
No. Oh, yeah. It was Martini, Blurp, and Armor.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and fly to a random fucking Pokemon Center. And see what's
using
going
the dead
on.
Pokemon to fly again.
Yeah, using the dead fucking dragon to fly, but, you know, it's just a ghost now, it's fine. Let's see. They're not dead anymore because the Nuzlocke's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're fine. Everyone's fine.
Everybody's fine. They were just acting.
They were just
that is a full box.
Oh my god!
Hang on. Because I moved the ones that were illegal captures to a different box. So yeah. Okay. So it is a full box plus these 3. So that is going to be 33 dead Pokemon in this playthrough.
33 dead.
Here, I'll go through everyone we can start playing that like really sad song that plays on like the dog in the like abandoned dog commercials. They're like,
oh my god.
They're all stuck and they're all gonna get euthanized.
Yeah.
If you don't adopt them right now. Oh.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
The Shaggy.
Right. There we go. Oh, that's clear. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's level 62
There's the Shaggy.
Shaggy, Lord Chancellor.
Yep, there's the second purple
Stormy, Judah, Slaro, Tyler, Spacey again.
This is not in order at all.
Hemo Schnapp. Oh, wait, some of these I don't think died. I think they just kind of got sent to the box.
Oh, whoops.
Because I never used Hemo Schnapp.
No, yeah, Cacturn was not used.
Yeah.
Spacey wasn't used.
I never used. Yeah, and also, yeah. I think everything after Tyler, I think was okay.
I think you just had the box open.
Yeah, so they just got sent to the dead box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not 33 deaths,
It was actually 29.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Perfect run.
Oops, oh, that box is full. Hang on. There we go. And then, yeah, so we're doing a recount. Okay,
yeah,
so...
Palkia did not die.
Alright, so, the other thing I'm going to check before we end, I know we're going a little over, which is probably going to annoy my mom a little bit, but... the other thing I wanted to check before we stopped is I wanted to actually see what's in the fucking daycare, because I completely forgot.
Oh, yeah!
So, let's go to Goldenrod real quick. See who the fuck's in there. I'll deposit my dead Pokemon once I go there, and then I'll end the stream, but... Okay. Oh, hang on, alright, and then we go down, okay. Alright, go in here. It's a Pelipper and a Hippopotaz.
What were their names?
Yeah, let's find out. Bob Hoskin and Sad Kitty.
Oh my god, I forgot about Bob Hoskin.
Okay, well anyway, on that note, thank you all for watching. I've been ClearPearl.
Stacy.
And tomorrow, what do you think? You want to do more Civ or Stardew?
I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be one of those two tomorrow.
Yeah.
Either way,
let's do Civ and then Stardew.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. So then,
because this game's over.
Yeah,
so
we're done. It's done. It's over.
Right. It's over. It's finally over.
All right. Anyway, check us out below. We got our Discord, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Facebook links. They're all down there. Check us out on social media and all that. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.